Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy G9P.
And your boy Swerve.
Swerve, what's this shit? Say that.
What?
What
My
do
name?
you have your name as today?
Oh, Swervitalia. Oh, I probably spelled it wrong.
Gay.
Yeah, there's an extra L. But Swervitalia, yeah.
Gay.
Why is that gay?
It just sounds gay. Nate, don't it sound gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ends with an A. Sounds feminine.
Swervitalia? So any male name that ends with an A sound is feminine?
It's
I
not
don't make the
feminine.
rules.
That
That's
shit
how,
is.
that's a good sound. That's kind of how words work. O is masculine. A is feminine.
Yeah, you see the O in Melvo?
Oh, okay.
We
I
got
you. It's not
testosterone
it's not
over here,
Melva.
my boy.
It's not Melva.
Exactly.
That would sound gay. So I don't know if you want to add an O to the end of that, or you want to. What you trying to do?
No, it's a play. It might be gay. I don't know. It's a play on genitals. I'm weird like that. I don't know. Genitalia, Swervitalia. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Oh, okay.
I kind of feel when they say genitalia, they're referring to women's privates. When they
Nah.
say genitals, they're referring to men's balls.
No, genitalia is genitals all around.
genitalia is
men.
women, bro. That's like
No,
Yeah, I'm
genital-
pretty
no.
sure.
That's
See,
like
I'm not even
vagina,
sure, but that's what I feel like.
ovaries,
Yeah, exactly.
and bullshit like that. And
Genitalia.
titties.
Literally,
There's
there's
no
a song.
male genitalia.
There's literally a song called "Show Me Your Genitals" by Lonely Island. They're called. They're men singing to women saying "Show me your genitals."
Yeah,
And how?
those are just,
okay,
they're
no,
just-
wait, Nate. How gay do we know the industry to be?
I mean,
don't
not
know.
only that.
I don't
but are
know.
you
The
making
song
your
wasn't a gay
point
song. The
because
song is
it's
a great song.
Are you like the Long Island boys? That's what you're hoping your thing on that their thing is this and that.
I mean, at the time when I came up with this name, because I actually had people calling me Swervitalia, which is crazy. But at the time when I had that name, that the what's that the group name? Lonely Boys, Lost Boys, whatever that group
The
was.
Long
You know the
Island
group
boys, the Lonely Boys. One of the I forgot. I know what you're talking about.
with Sam, the Jew
Yeah,
guy.
show me your genitals. Show
Yeah.
me your genitals.
Yeah.
Genitalia, show me. I just actually started watching The League again. That's where a lot of them from. Remember The League in FX?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was on that.
But
He was in a
fellas,
good-
it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since we last recorded. What have you guys been up to, man? Give me an update. I haven't heard from y'all niggas.
Hey, go ahead. Tell them what you've been up to.
You put me on the spot. What I've been up to? Trying to get these vehicles online. You know, I copped a couple more for the fleet for the Toro, and just going back and forth. When you do these mom and pop dealerships, there's a lot of pain in the ass. Just that ripping and running, trying to get everything online, trying to get that, but you know.
Nate,
When you say mom and pop dealership, you're the Turo that you have. You're renting the cars out through the dealership.
No. What I'm talking about is when I'm purchasing vehicles. So I just purchased 2 other vehicles.
Nate, your hairline looks horrible, bro. Swerve, you see this
That's
shit?
his natural. That's his natural hairline.
There's no hairline. There's just no cut.
No, Juno's right. Your hairline looks horrible. That's how your hair grows. You can't get a tape.
There's no cuts.
Oh my
You
god!
can't get a. If they go into a
I
bar,
thought I was bald, right? What happened?
yeah, you was bald.
Exactly.
Okay, you proved us
Exactly.
wrong.
I
Now
grew
we
my hair.
know there's a reason why you're bald.
I choose
Why
to
you-
cut my hair.
Yeah, you
That's
choose. Now we know there's a reason why you choose to
I
cut your
would
hair.
choose to cut that shit too. You're choosing the obvious,
all. Two
Nate.
cuts right now.
Okay, if you went into the
But
barber
trust
right now,
me,
if you went to the barber right now and you didn't want to get a baldy, what would you tell them to do for you?
I might hit him with a Boosie fade.
No way. That barber's gonna look at Nate confused. Like, where do I start? What do I do with this?
What's that new dude that they have right now? That reverse that ball.
Oh yeah, you could do that one. The reverse.
The reverse mullet.
Yeah.
Is it a reverse mullet? It's bald in the front, but it fades to the back.
Yeah, and it has a little puff in the back.
No, not the puff.
It's a
That puff shit. That's
Caesar?
some shit they do in Texas.
It's a
Yeah,
Caesar.
This
Texas
is-
that started that group, the new one, ain't it?
I guess maybe that is a Texas thing, but now I'm seeing it without the puff. This just has a straight, low in the back, bald in the front. That's what you
I
got to
don't think
get.
he could even do that, Swerve. That's why he don't want to show us the back of his head.
Wrong my back of my head. My hair's just light. That's it. I just gotta brush it down. Right now, it's just been too cuts, you know.
Nah,
Never was bald. You know, I'm just going to tell y'all boys hair fall out. I'm gonna go back out here. Come out here full. I could dread it up if I feel like. If I feel like just letting this grow out during the summer, I could be out here looking like Rastafari before long, dog.
your beard don't even connect. You should be ashamed of yourself, Nate.
I should be ashamed that I'm aging gracefully. that I'm not an old man, that I'm not riddled with grays like you guys. I should be ashamed of that. I think not.
You saying riddled with grays, but at this age right here, the ladies like this. It's called salt and pepper.
They call
like
it
that
what
right
you
here.
will. I'm just, I'm young and vibrant out here. You know what I'm saying?
They call me a silver fox out here, my boy.
Whoa, we're going overboard now.
Oh, now,
I be seeing the silver foxes. Them dudes is fly ass dudes.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know
nigga,
if
when I put it together, who you think the flies in the room is, nigga? What's wrong with this nigga?
when I put it together.
Bro.
Them silver foxes, those are man whores. You don't want
the dreads getting fly out here, man.
you don't get tired of doing your hair. The fact that you have to do your hair, the fact that you have to say I have to go do my hair.
It's a commitment.
I don't do it often. Pause.
If you have to say I'm going to get my hair done, gay.
We don't say
my button?
we don't say we're going to get our hairs done. We say we about to get a retwist.
But that's not what you did though. This is not what you have right now. Is just not a retwist.
It is.
You
a
got that
retwist.
shit done.
No, it's
that shit's done.
It's a retwist.
Yeah, it's a retwist, but it's not just a regular retwist. That shit's done. You got that shit laid.
Yeah, like after they retwisted, they braided.
It's not braided.
It's styled.
No, he's not retwist. Retwist would just be getting the new growth and just twisting it down. He got the whole thing laid down
and then retwisted. It's twisted and it's styled. What is he
Yeah,
talking about?
he's styled. That's the word we're looking for. Styled. My nigga got the do.
It's a double twist, bro. It's not. Ain't no do. She ain't do nothing.
You know who making money out here now?
Who that?
The retwisters.
The retwisters is folks out here. Come out here when you
They're
come out with the Dade
locticians.
counties. The locticians, yeah, they bust this shit down. Retwisting some of these guys who wanted their old. It's crazy.
They can't take no money from you.
No, not yet. Not yet. If I grow it out, though, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. I might grow it out. You never know.
Swerve.
No, try. You should try.
Nate, didn't you have braids?
No,
I had
never.
braids for like a day in high school.
No, I don't think so.
Then the
I don't
wind
believe
blew
it.
and
I
that
don't
bitch kind
remember
of
that.
fizzled out. Yeah, Rose braided it for me. It was like real back and it was like real what's name.
But your shit wasn't even long at the time. You had like your fro was probably like an inch long.
Nah, man. I had like that, fro probably.
Shit was they got a see-through fro.
I had a fro, but I was a proper young Haitian gentleman, so I wasn't out here like a vagabond on the street with braids. What with my hair?
With your fro?
With my fro? I don't know. I was maybe 17.
Okay, you weren't still fat then.
Nah.
That's when he would have to braid it and then have to take the braids out before he get home, only to come back and re-braid it again at school again. Niggas start doing shit like that in high school.
Yeah, I wouldn't do such a thing.
You didn't
That's
do
just
that?
too much. It's too much. That's too much. Niggas was trying too hard to be vagabond. If you gotta go outside, braid your hair, then unbraid it when you get home, you're doing too much.
Let's catch that ass over.
I know niggas used to sit at school and just twist their heads all day long
Shit up,
and have a whole head full of twists. And by the time they get home, that shit's gone. Brush that shit right out.
Life crazy shit.
But what you been up to, Swerve? How's your week been? How's your past weekends been?
Weekends, I don't know. I felt like I spent some money. Did I spend money? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't even know what I did. I know I went to, it was National Wine and Cheese Day one of these days. I bought a bunch of wine bottles, ate some cheese. I went to the pool one day. I've been whooping Nate's ass on these rings.
Chill out, because when I get active,
Yeah, I know you think you get active, but now I've been seeing your numbers, and you're not really. You were saying you were telling me that you get. Yeah, you do get active, because sometimes I be seeing. Pause. I be seeing Nate's numbers like early in the morning. I'm like, this nigga already done hit 1,000, and I'm just waking up.
It's just I don't do it sometimes. Here's what happens. I'm not at a set time, so I might work out at 2 a.m. for a 2-hour block, 2 to 4. Then the next day I'm working. I might do a 8 p.m. to 1. You know what I'm saying? It's not consistent time. So some days it look like I missed the whole day. You know, I'm bad with time, but then I might make it up.
You're gonna make it up in the morning.
Yeah, I'll make it up the next day. Yeah, no same. So that's all like. But before, when I used to be consistent as far as walking the 2 hours every day, that used to just the 2 hours alone would have my all the rings would be filled up.
Yeah, the walking.
I'm trying to get back to that. It is easy. It's just very time restricting, but
yeah,
it's a great way of burning calories.
If you got the time.
If you got the time,
it's easier to work out and get it done in 30 minutes instead of just a slow walk.
It is
for 3
absolutely
hours.
Easier. Exactly. It is absolutely easier, but you'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Because a lot of people don't like working out. I like working out now. I like the lifting and all that. But when you in the
working out, you're lying, Nate. Working out is not fun for anybody.
It is, but I rather would work out than I would rather walk. It just depends on when. I used to love walking all the time, but once you start working out now, when you feel like you get into the pump, man, that shit is fucking. It's dope. It's like once you get into consistent that. It is a pump. You can see you see how people joke about it at first, and then it's something you chase after a while. It is fun. It ain't like and then especially if you do the sauna afterward, you don't even feel the. It just people don't like working out because they're afraid. You fear the.
I got a question.
It's like you're afraid of the pain.
You like the pump, Nate, huh?
No, pause. Yeah, I think that's we talking
niggas
gym talk.
Niggas afraid of the pump.
Niggas afraid of the pump. That's gym talk. My bad. I forgot we talking gym talk.
My bad. We forgot Judo had them gay years.
Hey, there's a whole lot of gay talk and gym talk for real. I didn't realize you talk about chasing the pump. But if you follow gym pages and shit on Instagram, this is very common vernacular.
Yeah, you're right.
Chasing the pump and all that stuff. It is very much. But now that I'm hearing it, that I'm seeing you, I'm like, yeah, a lot of this shit just sound wild. There's a whole lot of pause. Whoa, pause.
You take pre-workout?
Sometimes. Not really the pre-workout. I'm saying I may take protein protein shake.
That's why you can't lose weight, Nate. Stop drinking protein shakes, bro.
Protein shakes that's just extra calories you don't need.
No, that's not what. Let's say if I'm on a liquid diet, for example, like I'll do like a 3-day fast, all liquid, something like that. And I was saying, so if I want to do like no solids, I do this every now and then. So when you do that, when I do that, I'll do a protein shake if I want to break it apart. So if you're not feeling, you know what I'm saying, how you're not feeling.
When was the last time you did all water or all liquid diet?
I never did. I do all liquid every day. I did one like maybe 2 weeks back.
So what you doing all liquid? You're just like blending up like fruits and vegetables and stuff?
No, what I'll do is
that nigga blending up the steak.
Blending burgers.
No. I go to a thing over this spot over here. It's like a juice bar. And you can buy a 3-day water. You can buy a 3-day cleanse. They have a 5-day cleanse and a 7-day cleanse. So that one's a bit more costly. You buy the juices and all that from them and all that. Like
they give you all the juices at one time.
Yeah, they give you a cold thermos type thing and a bunch of glass juices, and it's fresh juices. They expire
gotcha.
fairly quick, so you have to get it. So it's like $12 a bottle. It's maybe like $200 to do. Maybe it's $150, something like that. To do like a 3-day cleanse. It's 8 bottles per day. And
They
you
got
drink
you
one like
right
every
where they
2
want you.
hours. So I'll do it that way. The first time I did that way. The second time I did a little bit less juices, and I just fill it in with my own water in between. And now, like, if I want to do it, I could just do. I'll have a couple of their things. Because what happened is they have some kind of reward system as well. When you bring back the glass bottles, you know what I'm saying, they give you points, type shit. So every now and then when I want to do a cleanse, it's definitely good. You'll lose 10 pounds literally in 3 days when you do no water or what's. I mean, it's 10, 15 pounds. It's crazy. It's crazy how much water weight you carry around.
Yeah, it's literally the average human literally carries around between 10 and 15 pounds of water.
Yeah, just 20.
So when you
do those side eyes, I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's literally.
That's why when you go on them fast, everybody always lose 10 to 15 pounds in the first couple of days. That's all water.
You can lose 3 pounds. You can lose 15 pounds in 3 days. I've done it literally like that. And it's just water weight. That's all
you gotta do is not drink any water and dehydrate yourself. You'll lose 15 pounds.
Nah,
man, you're gonna die. That's definitely not healthy. That's one.
Swerve, did you finish telling us what you did this past couple weeks?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't do nothing. Whatever they said I did,
you did that.
I didn't do it.
You ain't do that because you do that.
I didn't do that. I was at home.
Let me see. This past weekend, myself and my wife, we went to a wedding. Shit was lit. Niggas was on drugs and alcohol all week.
That's what I like. That's
all Saturday, bro. Like, nigga, I was lit, just passing out drugs.
I got a Diddy party.
Hey, yo.
I be thinking if I have to get in the game at this age, how would I do it? It would have to be via weddings and former affairs. That's the clientele I want.
Drug game.
I'd have to jump back to the drug game.
No.
I'd want adults. I don't want the mischief that come. I want adults with responsibility.
The way you do it is you have to in your neighborhood. There's people in your neighborhood that you don't know that they do drugs all the time, and they're all so afraid to go to their neighbor and be like, "Hey, where's your connect?" They all just keep getting it from different guys. Literally, if they had somebody in their neighborhood,
a local guy,
yeah, they would all go to that guy.
So wedding was good. I had a good time. What else I do? Other than that, I just worked out. Did I? Yeah, I just been working, bro. Working. I barely catch up with shit. What the fuck is this? Oh shit.
Now that you're working and you're like more self-employed, do you find it harder to set your own schedule as to set your own time?
No, it's extremely easier to set your own schedule. You work when you work. You work when you want to work.
But still, there's still a responsibility of working when you want to work versus having a set schedule.
Because you might wake up and not want to work, but you have to work.
Exactly.
What if you go 5 days straight without not wanting to work?
Then you're homeless.
See, that's what. So I think the question is: are you finding it? How do you feel
the difference now?
Having to motivate yourself to get up and do it.
I don't have to motivate myself, bro. I get up. I try to get at least 12 hours in a day.
Every day.
Every day, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're already self-motivated. But when
I don't
you're
need
working,
motivation.
you feel like you got to do what's name?
Every time I see the money come in, it just keeps me awake and vibrant and awoke.
Okay. So speaking to you, that's what we like. That's what America's about.
Yeah,
making that money on.
I've been working like 12 hours a day for the past like 4 or 5 weeks.
And you're in the full, now you're full on gig economy type. So you're on the other spectrum. You're full 1099 now.
Full 1099, bro.
So now, do you see you going back to the other way around versus going to the
Never.
It's hard.
Never. Whoa. Hey, yo.
Pause. My bad. I was just saying I've been on this end for a minute. I'm like, man, the other side, I see the benefits of both.
I don't think there's a benefit in the other, bro.
Consistency.
Yeah, but if your work ethic is consistent, it's the same.
That's true. That's true.
But what about things that that you were offered before that you don't have now? You don't
Like
have
what?
now. I don't know if your job offered like profit sharing, stocks, insurance, things like that, dental.
Yeah,
No,
you
so
lose
You
the
have to get all that
insurance.
stuff yourself.
So in my household, only one person is the self-employed
yeah, well,
entrepreneur
you
type shit.
through the
So
wife.
my wife
you get
goes.
everything.
My wife works for a corporation, so I'm just on that insurance.
And you can do everything that. As far as you saying like profit shares, I do like Roth. I do the a Roth IRA, not the basically like the what's the name, and you can do self.
Like the Vanguard.
Yeah, like a self-directed Roth IRA. Basically, you can put it on something, but you only difference is you're not going to be able to put in as much as like you didn't do your job, the 401k.
Yeah, because your job
like,
usually matches you.
Yeah, it matches you. So I'm losing that on that.
Fuck all
6%.
that.
I had mine up to,
It's free bands,
like
though.
14%, like 14% at one point. And I
Keep
didn't
it
even
like
notice.
that, dog.
I didn't even notice it. I had it like that for a while. I didn't even notice it.
You better
until I
off
went
keep
to my
not
bank.
noticing it. If you could keep not noticing it, the longer you do it,
Yeah, I know.
it's a
But then
blessing.
I needed the money for something.
And
I was like, yeah, let me bump this shit back down to 6%.
If you could bump it up, the quicker it is.
Oh no, I had took the loan out from my Vanguard, and they were taking the money out of my checks. I had to pay myself back from my checks, and I was like, if I'm gonna pay myself back, I might as well at least put this thing down to 6% instead of having to match it at. I mean, they only match up to 6% anyway.
Yeah. Either way, if you could, the quicker you compound it, the better off it is. Having a daughter who's just now turning 18, getting ready to work in the field, it'd be, they're not gonna listen. It'd be dope if you could tell them, like, hey, you just go heavy for these 20 years. You'd be retired. There's these kids that retire. They do their 20 early, retire at 40 years old.
Yeah.
There's the whole thing called the FIRE movement.
Where your daughter going to college at, Nate?
She's gonna do her first 2 down here, UCF.
You said it like UCF's a community college.
What do you mean?
You said the first.
You said
2.
your first 2.
Like, before she goes off to school, she's going to the university down here before she goes to anywhere else.
So she's going to the community college, not the university.
The university.
But if she's already at a university, why wouldn't she just finish it there?
She's in her senior year of high school right now. This is her senior year.
I'm saying when she gets to the school,
she's going to college, Nate. Not what she's doing.
I don't know, but she's not going off anywhere first. What's the name? I don't know what she's going to do. She's doing down here first. I know.
So that means she's going to the community college for her first 2 years and then going to university.
Yeah.
Or she might be going to school for 8 years for all we know. Do her
whatever she's doing, she's not dipping out the next 2 years. That's all I'm saying.
You don't want her to leave, huh? You one of those parents.
I'm not one of those parents. I don't mind either way. You're 18. I'm not the kids. The time fast fly by fast. That's one. But kids gotta grow up to be their own people, man. You can't just be in their way. So
I remember my mom was freaking out when I left to go to Daytona.
yeah, the mom, Stacey definitely don't want to leave. Stacey's the one that's really on top of her, like, You kind of
you was like 22 going to Daytona.
That's my son.
Yeah,
that's my son. My son Steven. My only baby boy. You leave me.
My mom did freak out too when I decided to go to UCF, but my older brother told her, "Listen,
it's right down the street.
If you let this nigga stay here, he going to jail."
Yeah.
After that, she said my brother told her that, and after that, she just said, "Whatever, go over there. He's safer over there than staying home."
Which actually
which is true.
Which was definitely true.
Turned out to be true.
Because I would have still been selling drugs on the side. I would have still been doing hot boy shit if I had stayed in Palm Beach.
Maybe it
After.
could have been 50-50.
You'd have just been an entrepreneur. You'd just been an entrepreneur faster.
The only two ways you get saved back home is if you were either if you didn't go off and dipped out, if you weren't either if you're in the mix, you probably would get jammed up.
Yeah, nigga, that's what I like to be in the mix.
Yeah, if you're in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're out here cupcaking, you know what I'm saying? That might have saved you. That's what saved me at the end of the game. When shit was getting really rowdy right at the end. That's right around the time I met my wife during high school. So I was usually, shit was getting spicy. You boys in the house.
Yeah.
And drama got hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. If you from Lake Worth, Haitian, African American, and you survived through the, I would say 2003 through 2008, you gangster. Because niggas was dying left and right between 2003, 2003, and 2008, bro. Niggas was dying left and right.
I'll say maybe even before that.
No, but every now and then the hood flares up. But during that little time period,
yeah,
if you could have made it out, like I said, that's why it is very crucial for boys. If you could get between their 16 years old and not say 21 years old, just in those years right there, it's very crucial being on top of them, man. Because they're very influential. Life's coming at them very fast. Shit's crazy. We were living differently anyway since back then. Cause we was out here hitting nightclubs and strip clubs.
We was
since
outside.
13, 14 years old. Yeah, we've been outside. Shit was real.
We're
crazy.
the generation of people.
Swerve wasn't there.
Swerve wasn't there.
Hey,
I didn't.
Swerve,
I said I was
the
Try
first
to
time.
interject.
When's the
Yeah,
first
gotta
time?
really.
Yeah, I try to talk about
You know how to stop for the track.
You wasn't there.
You wasn't there. You're on
That nigga didn't let me finish my sentence.
Swerve, at what age did you go to your first like nightclub, strip club type thing?
Strip club? I was definitely out of high school.
So that's over 18.
Yeah, probably over 18.
Possibly
it was in Palm Beach
19,
somewhere. I don't know.
20.
I couldn't tell you which one it was.
What about you, Nate?
I was like 13. I might have been like 15 years old, something like that, because we paid extra because we didn't have IDs.
Yeah, I was 14 years old.
Yeah, so I might have been. If you're
Because
14,
I'm a year younger than you guys.
But they also had teen clubs though.
No, we wasn't going to that shit. We was going to that shit, but that was just like, because the rest of them niggas couldn't go to where we was going. Yeah.
Oh, because they didn't have IDs.
Yeah, we was using fake IDs at 14, getting in the clubs, throwing the bouncer.
Or you just paid
20,
extra.
Extra.
They
20.
charge you double.
He don't even look at the ID. You go in, bro. Shit was crazy.
What y'all was doing at these clubs? What y'all was shooting at these clubs? Fighting, trying to find girls?
No, I was having a good time. I was partying.
What you was doing there, Nate? Nate was probably one of them niggas fighting. Go to the club just to find somebody to fight.
Nah, we was partying, but there were nights before the night. Before the night, we knew we'd be fighting. Like, hey, we're gonna go party tonight. We're gonna go some ass. It was just straight degeneracy.
No, listen.
Wild, savage degeneracy.
I'm so oblivious to what these niggas is doing around me. I'm thinking we going to the club to have a good time, dance with bitches, shit like that. Because back in those days,
trophy?
that's what
we said
people,
this before.
Bitches
the
was
night
dancing.
who's gonna take the trophy tonight? A trophy is who's gonna have the most
As
knockout.
soon as I heard that Swerve, I stopped going out with them niggas. Once I found out niggas left their house
degeneracy to whoop ass
intentionally to go fight in the club. I'm thinking these are just like random moments, a nigga
wild.
try you, step on your shoes, some bullshit, bump you too rough, pause. But niggas
you find out later that niggas left the house trying to do this.
Exactly, bro. They was looking for fights. After that, I said, you know what? I'm done with these niggas. I can't. I'm not going out with these niggas. And this, mind you, this is like 4 years after we started partying. So I'm oblivious for 4 years that these niggas are intentionally starting these fights. I'm thinking it's just we gotta tussle, but these niggas looking for fights.
But there'll be girls at these parties though.
Beautiful women,
girls. You don't have to say
beautiful women. And this is back in the days when everybody was, when there was only like one fat girl.
One fat girl in the club.
That
All
was the ratio.
natural, no
It's so
BBLs, no
crazy.
plastic surgery, none of that.
So
No,
crazy.
none of that.
That was just a healthier America.
Listen,
That's what it was.
think about it. Go back.
Right. It
Go
just was
think
it was
in your
just a
mind.
healthier
Swerve,
time
you was a
back
fat nigga, so you probably notice it more than us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Back in the days when we were like in middle school, high
Swerve was a
school,
one of one. It was like one Swerve and one fat girl.
there was
Yeah, it
only
was-
one
with
fat
old
girl.
school.
All the other girls were thin and in shape.
Yeah, you're right. There's definitely been a fat epidemic in America for sure.
Big time.
But yeah, bro.
Because
was
I
thinking
remember
about that
me
shit the
and
other
one
day.
other dude, we were the fat kids in the school. There was 3 fat dudes when I grew up. It was me, Harry, Miles. We were the fat guys.
Yep.
I can't
Now-
even think of the other fat guys.
Now that shit is normal, bro. Now it's the opposite. There's probably 2 or 3 skinny girls or skinny people, and the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of us
That
are
bunch of
shit
big
is
just
girls.
fat.
fucking crazy.
Club photos, the same thing now.
Ain't that shit crazy?
There's a bunch of
Yeah,
big
there's
girls,
only like 2 or
one
3
thin,
skinny
one thin girl,
people.
one thin girl in the mix.
That shit is
That shit
crazy,
is
bro.
nuts.
So what you got to do now is when you go out and you find these women, you actually have to get this plastic surgery for them to get them the way that you want them to look. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
If you're going out with a woman, you get her plastic surgery done, you get like her boobs done or her BBL or whatever. After you break up, should you be able to ask for it back?
You got to
In a
sign a
perfect
contract.
world, sure.
You got to sign the contract before I put them silicones in. That contract
What's the
is
contract
as soon
for?
as you done with me and I'm done with you, I need my
You gotta get
silicone
them
back.
Yeah, because this silicone got to go to the next girl.
How's that gonna work?
Why shouldn't it work though? Why not? Because a girl can get proposed to by a guy and keep the ring, which is crazy.
No, she can't. Not in Florida.
I've heard of that, right? I've heard, and then the girl's been awarded this ring.
Not in Florida.
Oh well, I don't know where I heard this story from, but
Florida-
I've been hearing the terms that it's a gift.
No, so Florida identifies a proposal as a
You have
It's
to
like-
get married. You have to go through it. Basically,
it's like a
prerequisite.
Like a pre-contract.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like a contract. I give you this ring on the
the promise,
on the-
basically.
premise that we're getting married. Once you get married, you lose the ring in Florida. But if you're
It's
just
hers forever.
engaged and she doesn't go through the whole getting married process, you legally could get the ring back in Florida. I know people that's been through this.
Oh, but once you're married, then that ring is hers forever.
Once you're married, the ring is hers. And I know
I wonder
people.
how- I wonder-
I've known people that went to like court and all that shit for that shit.
For real?
Cause that nigga a bitch.
Subliminals.
I remember that. I just remember what you talking about.
That's an insider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So in Florida, if you guys don't get married, you're gonna get the ring back if you take her to court and all that shit. But if you guys get married, all that shit is hers because she fulfilled the promise.
This just seems like I guess it's because BBLs and silicone, that's inside of you. But it's like I didn't give you this money. How much is a BBL? 13, 15,000? More?
I don't know. It got to be cheaper in DR.
I'm sure. I'm giving you the number I'm giving you right now. I'm thinking those are like DR prices.
I think DR prices are like 8 bands.
Yeah, I think it's like between four.
America's
Between like
15,
4 and
20,000.
8,000.
Okay.
That's just how poor motherfuckers are that they have to go risk their life. I can't say it for it's cost savvy
because the cost is only
I would
for.
think 20,000
If you have
is
if you have
reasonable
8,000,
considering.
if you have 8,000, I'm pretty sure you can come up with another 4,000. If you got
think?
8,000 to spend on a BBL, which I think is frivolous anyway, you're wasting your money on.
And then they have these people will save up for them, or they'll have seasons. They'll put income tax aside.
Well, then you need to save a little bit longer and get some safe shit.
That's what I think. Yeah, why cut the corners? But yeah.
But then I know people who's gone out of country. I don't know. I think it's just we're thinking with our American brains because it's cheaper because they're not American. They don't have American institutions that they're learning from, that they're having the procedure.
That's the thing. We're coming from an American elitist mind state.
I'm not saying
because Americans aren't the best at surgery.
Yeah, a doctor's a doctor.
A doctor's a doctor,
and the good doctors are not in America.
That's true, but I'm just saying, are they going to the best institutions in these foreign countries versus are they trying to get a deal? As long as you're going to the best, that's what I'm saying. If it's surgery,
but I think the best if you go to the
corners when it comes to surgery. Is all I'm
okay,
saying.
but I'm hearing there are celebrities like that go to like the best Turkish doctors or something to get their hairline done.
That's
and it's still
sense.
cheap and it's still way cheaper than America.
Okay, but that's fine. That's what I'm saying. To go to the best makes the most sense. Don't try to go for cheap when you're doing a surgery is all I'm saying. This is not like this is a surgery, a tattoo. These are things that are forever. You can't be cutting corners.
But cheap or the best here is way cheaper than, way more expensive than the best.
It just so happens, or here that just happens, but that's not always the case in all things.
And the same cheap doctor that'll do your procedure in DR or Turkey or whatever, they can come here and do the same surgery. They'll get paid triple.
Yeah, but
here
has too much redlining and tape shit that you got to cut through because you got to understand, like, the doctors that are doctors in like the DR, Haiti, certain places, when they come here, even though they have all the knowledge and can practice, America would force you back into the school system, and you have to do that for 8 years again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
but that's what we mean when we say
you're doing over there.
When you say that the best and brightest come here to learn, they come from other countries. They come here and they actually do what you're saying. They'll go to school, get whatever they need, and then they'll practice here and just be making a whole shitload of money.
Yeah, we do a brain drain anyways around the world, but I'm just saying. But there's some places like I believe some of the best doctors said is Cuba. So they produce. It just depends the places.
What we got going on now?
I thought y'all you had a second question for us, Swerve. I
had another question for y'all.
I thought you had one. That's what you said earlier.
Oh, I can ask y'all another question. My guy, LL Cool J, one of my favorite rappers from way back in the day.
What was the question?
LL Cool J? What you mean?
The question
did
was
you just
about,
ask me something?
The body.
If you pay for somebody to get a body done, do you feel you should get it back?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, it don't make any sense.
Yeah, it don't make any sense.
How you would be able to get it back? If you could, in theory, sure, it'd be great. You'd be able to get it back. I don't see how you.
Nah, some niggas are savages. Theyll send a
contract
hitman to
before
go cut that shit off.
So you go ahead.
Well, LL Cool J was speaking on the state of female hip hop, and he says that rapping about money and pee, it gets exhausting. Do y'all agree with that? Listening to rappers, female rappers, just speaking about money and pee.
LL Cool J is old, and I try to stick up with, you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm fairly old myself. You know what I'm saying, but he's old to be prehistoric in our era. You know what I'm saying, but it's a legend nonetheless. You know, he says all the right stuff. You know, he stepped out of hip hop. He went to go do his acting thing. He said he had to come back, fell back in love with hip hop to do his album. You know, he just I think he was in the studio with Dre for a while, then left there and did what's up. So he just dropped an album. So I'm expecting to hear some heat. You know what I'm saying? When I hear this old nigga rapping, it sound like old nigga rapping, dog. Like
sound like old nigga rapping.
Yeah. Listen, man, hip hop is not a thing where you could. Here's what I realized: hip hop is an art, just like any other art form. You can't just leave and come back and be nice. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
I don't think
he's spurts.
He's not speaking on himself being nice. He's speaking on just other rappers, just their content.
Is old. His old mind is old. That's an old nigga thinking anyways. Talking about, it's exhausting. How is it exhausting? When is ever talking about money exhausting? It's exhausting.
And
when you're winning music always sounds good.
What he said, in his statement was, he said that you can talk about money all day and talk about the trap or whatever is part of your life, but it's still an art into it. You still have to make it artful, artistic.
It's art. Listen, all the old rules that they throw, it's out the window. It's about frequency. It's about feel. Nowadays, there's so much music out there, and people get to make a playlist for what they feel good for. That means there's certain people, whatever they vibe with. So what was he talking about?
I agree with him because I don't listen to none of these female rappers
because they rapping about what, money and pussy all day.
But that I sometimes I hear them around. I hear them sometimes. I pop them on the playlist. I still listen to them. You play the new music as well.
The music is like Nate says, it has the vibes. True,
it's
but
the fucking vibe.
When you thinking of it's the vibes, but then you think about the words, you're like, it's literally the same vibes.
Sure, but so what? It's no different than trap music or any other genre. If you've ever gone to a concert, when I tell you some of this ratchet music, nothing makes the concert more liver. You'll be like, oh, there's a place for this. There's an absolute function. There's an absolute reason for this. If you ever had especially live events, Sexy Red probably right now is the equivalent of Master P in his heyday. Will make them say, oh, if you hear like a Sexy Red in a live venue, that's the way it turns up, though. It's like a Little John in his prime.
That should just be too much. That should be too much for me.
Man, that shit is, it's incredible. It's a feeling. It's almost like you know what I'm saying. You feel the aroma there when her music drop at a live event. The function gets lit. Motherfuckers, the most formal motherfuckers get a little bit of that savagery out of them. You saying brings the ratchet out.
I ain't lying, no.
Yeah, that bass drop. Come on, man. I got a concert I'm headed to this song coming up with the
Sexy Red
concert. So, sadly enough, not Sexy Red, but we got Gorilla is also headlining. So I'll settle for Gorilla. Her shit rocks.
I'd actually rather listen to Glorilla over Kevin Gates all day.
You fucking wildin'.
Glorilla over Kevin Gates all day.
Absolutely wildin'.
I don't know what people see in Kevin Gates is. I don't know. Maybe Kevin Gates is. I don't know. Kevin Gates too vulgar for me. I don't know what this nigga be talking about. This nigga's too nasty for me.
He is a wild.
I can't
boy.
do
I'll
it.
give you that. He is absolutely.
Don't listen to the songs that he's talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe that's what I need. I feel like that's what he proposes to the world. No. So I wouldn't be able to find the gems that you guys are talking about.
Go listen to Luca Brasi too.
Exactly, he's one of the most versatile artists.
Go listen to Luca Brasi too. Ain't none of that shit in there. That shit is straight fire.
He got different projects for different sounds. This man is so consistent. Like you could really create a catalog, a playlist with just the type of music of his that you do. Like you could skip all that, the filthy, the sex music, do straight trap music, or do straight drug music, or do straight up tempo music. He literally got that type of catalog. I like that. Kevin Gates is a beast, bro. Like there's no way to say it.
I'm gonna send you the album, Swerve.
So yeah, he's a fish and tissue right there. So, but he definitely absolutely his interviewing styles and shit like that. That's what cracks me up the most. The you talking about filth? What he's known for? It's the lies is what he's known for.
Yeah, that too.
It's be fucking hilarious.
You heard the how we was all talking about how that nigga Trump was just probably just surrounded by FBI agents and just put ketchup on his ear.
Yeah,
They say the
I thought
FBI
it was
came out and
glass. We
said
were
that it
wrong.
was.
Yeah, it was a bullet. Yeah, a bullet did graze his ear.
Yeah, but then when I heard the actual story, they say bullet grazed his ear the same way that a bullet hit Meg in the foot.
I
So
don't
what
care
they're
what
saying
that
is it don't
means.
matter. They're saying
I
what,
thought it
what
was glass before that hit the glass that shattered his ear. Now y'all hearing fragments. Nonetheless, I thought in general
fragments.
no bullet touched him. Period. But
Now
nonetheless,
they're saying it's
shoot my dog.
fragments. But now they're saying it's fragments that touched them. So if a fragment touches you, you can say that you got shot by a bullet.
Yeah, because the
It's
person
true.
shot the bullet, and where do you think the fragments come
They
from?
tried to aim at me. They missed me. They fragment got me though. God,
The
thank
you know
God.
what
I
the
understand
fragment?
exactly.
No, hold on.
I was missed by a fragment.
Yeah, go ahead, Juno, because I know where you're going with this.
You know
Go
what a
ahead.
fragment is?
A fragment is a piece of the bullet.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
getting
like-
hit by the bullet.
I
Yeah.
understand that, but there's the way you word things makes it sound different to the people that's listening to it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
like
thank God,
it's like
thank God
it's
God
like
got
right,
me.
okay,
All
right.
the
If I throw
fragment hit me.
a whole bucket of water on you, you're wet. If I throw a drop of water on you, you're still wet. Right? There's a difference.
No, but what I'm gonna say is that nigga Swerve dropped some water on me. Either way, right? Yeah. That nigga Swerve tried to drop water on me. Or that nigga Swerve dropped water on me.
That nigga Swerve
Thank
trying
God.
to jizz on you.
Pause.
You remember that girl? He done it on me.
He done it on my leg.
So fucking horrible, man. That shit was sad, though.
Yeah, so Trump did get shot.
Yeah, he got shot. But yeah, he got shot. He got touched by a fragment. Supposedly is what they say.
Like that.
So what do you mean? That's what happened. He got hit by a fragment.
But even after being attempted to be assassinated, Trump goes to the National Black Journalist Conference and straight lit that bitch up.
Well, some people feel like here's how we go with it. I feel like from what I've seen, I think Trump handled himself the same way he handles any hostile environment, which is he did good. He showed up. He showed us that he ain't back down. Simple as that. His critics are saying that this proves that he's hostile to black women all over again, a trope that he's known for. But to me, I was like, he's hostile to everyone who's hostile against him. It ain't just black women.
You're not gonna tell me the interviewer didn't come at Trump aggressive and like.
Listen. Right now, we're in political season, so you gotta watch. If you watch CNN and the people that lean left, they're gonna make it seem as if like they exposed him. If you watch the other side, they're saying
they're gonna say he stood his ground.
Yeah, so it's really you got to watch it down the middle. I know you're thinking you're reading it one way or the other, but it's not.
Pause.
The world's it's all about perception.
All about perception. Everybody's seen the same thing, but for some reason we didn't see the same thing.
Exactly,
we didn't
bro.
all see the same thing because we all also didn't watch both sides. You remember to watch both sides to think how
both sides of what?
think.
It's one video.
Yes, one video, but people twist the videos.
Yeah, also, what's the narrative? That's the buildup. If it's a narrative that Trump's going to be here, he's always talking bad to black women, this, that, and third. And then the narrative is, the reporter pressed him and look what he did, this, that, and third. Now when it goes to the video, your whole mind think, oh, yeah, she did press him. Your whole buildup is that. If you watch it from a source that's going to make it seem like as if Trump cooked them, you can whole think that. But if you watch a whole bunch of Trump videos before that and seen that he also does this to white women and black women, that can you have a unsubjective opinion and actually digest the actual
So what did you think of the of that whole back and forth with him and the reporter and at the conference?
I think to me he handles himself the way he handles any person that pushbacks at him. But what I'm telling you is how the way you're reading it, you're only reading it the way you're reading it because you're reading it. I don't know if you're reading it from just logic, because logical, I think he handled it well. But the other people that are also logical, but they don't lean right, they're looking at it as
I don't lean right, nigga. Pause.
I'm just saying lean right. What you're saying? Listen, I'm saying is, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying people that lean left now are looking at it. Oh, we completely expose him. He don't like black women. He couldn't even hide it. This other. This is a whole thing. Go on.
I saw it. I see it on Twitter. Yeah. It's on Twitter.
Go on Twitter and all these shit. Black women.
Yeah, if you're on Black Twitter, you're definitely seeing
this shit all up. Women really You will not believe.
But if you're the people that lean right, you're not fazed by it at all because you see this all the time.
It's not if you see it all the time because the right has their own. If you're political,
If you just look at it logically, bro.
There's very few people that watch it logically. So there's few people that's why I feel like you got to get in the frequency of being able to watch both sides so you be logical. If you are being logical, then you're able to see it. But like, oh, this guy, he had nothing to lose here. But both sides got their takeaway. So you're not every move is a good move because you don't want the other side to give a point. So you're thinking it looks good for him. But like, I don't necessarily it's good for him because the other side got what they wanted from it. Is what I'm saying. You know,
the one question I remember him fighting or them both fighting back on a lot was, do you think Kamala Harris is a DEI hire?
Yeah.
And his first response was, can you define what DEI is to me? And instead of giving a definition, she just literally said what DEI, and she unabbreviated and was like, I gave you the definition. I'm like, he's like, I was like, what's up with? I'm like, that's not a definition. Tell me what DEI is, and I'll let you know if she's a DEI hire. And then she wanted to just confirm with him, do you think that she's black? He didn't turn down. He said he didn't back down. He said, hey, she is not black. Listen, it seems like a couple years ago she was saying she was Indian. All her interviews, she was all Indian every day. And then now out of nowhere, I don't know when it happened, but now she's black. People started laughing. I was like, oh, you gotta. Once Trump got the crowd laughing, it's over for you.
That's why I said Trump. So? That's why I said Trump was cooking at this conference.
That's how it looked to us with our logical brains, or maybe our passive brains, or whatever.
If you have the crowd,
if women who see that video see a misogynist talking crazy to people, talking crazy to women, he loves black women, and a couple of his supporters are there jeering, sure, but this is all the more reason to vote for Kamala. If you would not believe the flip, go online right now. The love for Kamala is
I understand
tenfold.
Yeah, for sure. I understand what you're saying, but the fact that he got the whole audience laughing means that the majority of the world is probably laughing too. That audience is probably a reflection of the United States of America.
You guys don't realize I don't think you realize how delusional women are. That's one. And you're talking there's a woman base right now.
Nate, we don't. Please explain to us how delusional women are.
Yeah. And do you think their numbers are enough that even if they are delusional, that their numbers will make a difference?
No, because not all of them tapped in. If Kamala had them all tapped in,
if Kamala had white women and black women,
yeah, it'd be a wrap.
But if she only has black women,
she don't have black women. She don't have black women. She don't have enough. She don't have enough juice.
It's like
but if she had them both. Yeah, if she had them both, this should be over with. Because women are locked. You know, when you got these women cooking, they
because right now she doesn't have men, and I don't know if she has white or black men. And in the women, for sure, I feel like she has a lot of black women, but the white women, I feel like they could go either way.
She has black women for sure. She has some white women. She has some black women. She's gonna have black half the black men. I'm saying because they're Democrats.
Yeah, she's gonna have some black men just because they're black and they're Democrats.
And then, but nonetheless, like I said, I don't see it. I'm just saying, but you're gonna how people's gonna look at the video. They're gonna see it one way. They're gonna see it one way. And like I said, you seen Jamal. What was it, Jamel Hill? Even she put up a video. I mean, even she was doing a response. I told you I should have never. I should have never invited him over there. I should have rescinded. It was a hot mess. This, that, and a third. Or does that? I didn't even get the concept of why black journalists feel like we should have rescinded it. We should have not invited him.
What you mean, not have him there?
That's just a sign of a loser.
That's what I'm.
If you feel that you lost, that's when you start to complain. Oh, we should have did this. We should have did that. Winners never say, "I should have did this. I should have did that."
But this is what I also don't like about the whole aspect of the whole censorship side. This side to have a voice is that out there because you don't feel like he's in our interest or his policies out there. He's running for office, so he's supposed to not have him sit down. How does that make sense? There's only two people that y'all feel that's a viable candidate here. They're not even sitting there.
These people's minds are already made up. That's why they're saying we didn't even want to hear anything you had to say. Their minds are already made up. There's nothing you could have said to change their minds. That's why they're saying we shouldn't even have him sit down, because now you sat down and now you're disrespecting this black woman on this platform when you're not really saying anything to change our minds anyway.
I mean, I feel like he went up there. He said,
"What do you guys think of Kamala and all this back and forth about her being Indian and now being black? What do you guys think of that?" Because I
think
hear
she's just
doing
whatever's
I hear a
convenient.
lot of it that she's all of a sudden now she's pulling the black card, but before that she was pulling the Indian card.
I mean, she does both. Whenever it's convenient, she pulls whichever it's convenient. Which, when you're both, you should be allowed to tap it. That's the benefit of having both. I should be able to pull whichever that's the whole point of being both races, right?
I guess.
Yeah, but I seen like a clip of her with like some, that Indian lady from The Office.
Yeah,
she was like on a cooking. She was on a cooking show with that lady.
For every one clip of that, there's 10 clips of her doing black stuff. So
yeah, I understand.
People always get to the
I understand, moment. But I understand. I'm not even the amount of clips doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you're so freely. If you're being real, which politicians, this is what they do. They're not real. But if you're gonna be real, you don't look at an Indian person and say half of my family looks just like you, or a majority of my family looks exactly like you, and then go to the black people and say, "Oh, my family looks just like you." Which one is it?
Half. That's what she said. That's what she said. Nah. Half my family looks just. That's what she told the girl exactly.
And she's the only one that looks like ambiguous.
That look like,
like anything. You're the only one, right? The rest of them is straight black. Another one's Indian, red dot.
Shit is they're politicians anyways. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video. My thing is, I used to be pro Kamala anyways. Back when they were running, when she was running for president.
Kamala never ran for president.
She was running for the nominee for the Democratic side.
And that's what, and then she backed out and then started running.
But
yeah, she was running, and I was pro her, and then I remember I was thinking she was going. Then I was like, damn, I didn't realize how much black Twitter didn't realize how much black guys were not going for it. Like, nah, she's a former cop. You know her history. And I remember when I was like, bro, you got to think about it. You know how you got to become a what's name of LA for you become the top, district attorney?
Yeah.
Or prosecutor or something like that.
I was like, you got to put up some numbers in the back. You know what I'm saying? You got to put up some LeBron numbers. And only way you doing that, there's no way you don't do that without stepping over black and brown bodies. It's just no way possible for you to be having those batting averages. So for her to act like in her later years she's a reformer and changing out, like, the math is not going to make any sense because you can't be both. You can't be the top cop in that profession without throwing a bunch of motherfuckers in jail. So, and then the stories would come out with the one guy whose life was on the line, this, that, and third, and she suppressed evidence.
He was on death row.
He was on death row on some shit like that.
8 hours away from dying, Swerve. And she
so
suppressed
she did some foul shit on her career, a couple of shit,
like
that's
that.
And let him die?
He didn't die.
Listen, she has a couple of foul shit.
Somebody I think the Supreme Court made her release the information.
Listen, what I'm saying, Swerve, you're not gonna be in that position without doing. It's impossible. I can't throw that many people in jail and not get a couple of them wrong. It just, you know what I'm saying? Even it's just the numbers, but there's that one or two that's wrong by itself. It's a bad look. Like I said, it's an innocent man.
That's just the one or two that we know that were wrong,
and that's because we don't comb through everything. But we know, nonetheless, for you to even get in that position, it means you're throwing a lot of people in jail. When you throw a lot of people in jail, you're throwing a lot of risk at it. You're gonna get some wrong in there, and that means you got to cut some corners. You got to bulldoze some motherfuckers, and it's usually the poor and black who play for it. So even though when she did get in the position of power, she did start putting reform and all that stuff. But nonetheless, what you sacrifice us for whatever.
The damage is already done.
The damage is done. That's how it goes both ways. Politicians always want to play one way or the other, but some people not everybody moves on when you do things. Sometimes we hope I'm saying, like, think of like a Biden. Biden passed that crime bill. He's also the same Biden later come around asking for the vote. Some black folks were like, nah, we ain't never voting with you again. Some people get over it, you know what I'm saying? Politicians, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes. Back and forth, this, that, and third.
But I seen a lot of bullshit going on. What happened with the Megan Thee Stallion performing at Kamala's rally? I didn't even look at the video. I didn't even watch it.
Nah, she was in that bitch getting loose.
She ain't do a lot of ass.
Nah,
she ain't give her
she was
traditional
it wasn't traditional. She was wearing she was pretty much covered up.
Yeah, but she ain't really popping ass like Meg Light. It was Meg Light. She
it was enough. Meg Light is still pretty fierce.
It is because Meg is just that bad.
Yeah,
listen, Judo, it was light. That
shit was moving. You saying it was light? That shit was moving.
Always moving because
like water.
What she was doing? She was twerking on the stage.
She ain't barely a twerk.
Well, you saying barely a twerk, but
you'd be like, man.
Nah, but just barely a twerk.
And it's a presidential thing, so we gotta hold up the tier because we gotta have standards.
I've seen Amber Rose twerk before, but I did not see her twerk at the Trump rally. Is what I'm saying. That's exactly not even a slight twerk.
That's what everyone's saying. Like, let's have.
Was this Megan? Did this Megan twerk win any voters over? Do you think?
It's for its demographic. This is going after the black woman vote.
So do you think anybody that wasn't going to vote for Kamala?
Listen, the disrespect black women's about to start getting right now is going to be insane.
But this is crazy
the hate that motherfuckers love to hate political season. It's gonna be crazy. A lot of ass whoopers gonna be happening because a lot of motherfuckers gonna be talking sideways. You know what I'm saying? A couple cape is gonna happen, so then you're like, "Whoa, brother, you gotta chill." But there's gonna be a lot of black women vitriol coming on, so sisters gotta.
But look how you talking about something. They're trying to pander to black women. Is this how you pander to black women?
Yeah,
by having Meg Thee Stallion come.
Yeah,
is that how you do it?
Yeah, don't watch our bodies.
That's insulting.
Is it insulting?
I think it is.
It's called freedom.
Nah.
Well, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Why not get like a is Maya Angelou still alive? Why not get a Maya Angelou come through
or something?
Somebody come through with a inspirational, motivational speech or something. Not no.
They ain't got that walk.
She performed Adi Adi Adi.
Yeah, they ain't body Adi Adis.
That shit is crazy, bro.
That's lucky. Yeah. Brother Love got taken off the page. This is Brother Love summer. He usually gets the concerts going around this time around for the Democrats.
You talking about D?
Yeah. You see how they forgot about my dog. He put a lot
he used to do that voter die shit.
He put a lot of y'all politicians' positions. Y'all turned your back on Brother Love. Now y'all got Meg popping ass.
Now they got Meg.
You see? There's an order to this. People don't look at this. There's an order. It's finely tuned machine. Yeah, but see, even with Diddy, at least he can. By next election, they're gonna be. I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on. That's when the Democrats.
That BET uncut.
That BET uncut shit.
Panties on.
The ratchetness is gonna come full circle on the Democrat side now. This shit was finely tuned. Now y'all want to move Brother Love off the board? Shit about to get wild out here. It's already starting to be wild because Flavor Flav is over here. I see him corresponding at the Olympics.
That's a national. Flavor Flav is an American national treasure.
Yeah, this is what the best we got to show the world. We gotta have this. We gotta break out Flavor Flav.
Oh, come on! Don't disrespect Flavor Flav. This is the best we got to show. Don't disrespect Flavor Flav like this, sir.
What's going on in America?
So did you guys see the opening of the Olympics?
I did it. Did it come out good this year?
No.
Yeah, my dog Captain America was on that bitch.
So there's a lot of Christians protesting the Olympics because of the opening. They said they was making a mockery out of the Last Supper, and there was like a whole bunch of transgender and like LGBTQ people on there making a mockery of the Last Supper. One nigga had his whole nut sacks out.
I did see that online. Yeah.
What do you mean? His literal nut sack?
Nigga had his whole nut sack out.
I don't think he didn't mean it on purpose. He was dead. He was over here one of these drag dancers.
It wasn't accidental, bro. That nigga had a nut holder to hold his nuts out of his pants.
So this is purpose.
This was intentional.
It Maybe it's not the same one I saw online with a drag dancer. Someone he had a nutsack hanging out.
Why are there drag dancers performing at the opening of the Olympics? And the Olympics was where, in Japan, right? Or no, Paris.
Another liberal place.
Paris niggas.
Yeah,
I was just about to say. In Japan, Japan wouldn't let that shit fly.
Because the West is on that Babylon shit. You know how we get down the West. We on that Sodom and Gomorrah. You know,
yeah, bro. The shit was crazy, man.
These damn teas.
And apparently, like their one of their highest promoters of the Olympics pulled out, because of that shit.
You know what it is? Christians feel like they're the only religion that's allowed to get publicly disrespected, which they are.
It's because they're not disciplined. Christianity is the least disciplined religion ever.
Exactly. Y'all let that loose shit run, nigga. We gonna crack on this shit, nigga. This shit's laughable. And I'm Christian, I can say that. So we know
But the rules aren't loose. It's the people that live by these rules that are loose.
It's the leaders
that want to interpret, the people that want to interpret the Bible however they want to interpret it.
Here's the thing. America, you can't have it both ways. America is a business. You get to do whatever you want here. You get to chill, thrive. You get to live your own religion. Just keep that shit to yourself. Anytime you're trying to overpress it on somebody, we look at it. We really frown upon that in America. That whole that you know what I'm saying, that killing over religion stuff. We ain't on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's extra. The most Americans is going to allow is
religion is. That's how you push your religion. You have to kill for it. That's how it goes.
But when I think about Christianity, I'm like, killing for Christianity don't even make sense. That don't even sound right.
So like that sounds barbaric.
Yeah.
You're saying so that's how we look at any religion that's killing for religion. You sound barbaric. We off that shit. And if you've been doing that shit in America, no matter, even if it's under Christianity, you look at it, we look at it as, nah, you're a cult. You're over here killing for religion. We don't do that in America.
Yeah.
So if our blanket religion is still America, it could be Christian as they look at it, but nonetheless, because we don't kill on behalf of it, all the rest is going to look at it that we can't really take it serious because
we need to let the Republicans run.
Exactly.
We need to let the Republicans take over the Christianity.
No, the Catholic churches were saying that y'all need to let us go ahead and run another crusade on these motherfuckers. They really testing us right now. We really got to run down because Christians used to kill for their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who was in charge of that though?
The Catholic Church.
There was kings.
There was kings
that was in charge of having an army to go fight for these religions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who's going to fight for these religions? Who's going to fight for Christianity now today?
That's the issue. The Catholic Church, like, we see, you took your hands off. You let us take our hands off the steering wheel. Now these motherfuckers running amok, disrespecting our name. You know what I'm saying? But you see, Allah and them ain't playing on that.
We purposely separated church and state for a reason. Just imagine if they combined it again and say Trump's the president and now he's in charge of Christianity and he can send people to fight for Christianity.
That shit might happen. We're in America's. Who's to say how the American movie's been rolling out? Anything's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
So the shit is crazy. I mean, it's crazy that people. What was crazy to me is see online how you could see how quick the media and everything, how quick they were either bought or told their orders, their marching orders. It's like we went from instantly saying that Joe Biden isn't really as messed up as people say he is, to almost immediately once he said he was resigning, oh yeah, it's admirable, he should go, he wasn't all that.
Yeah.
To, where's Kamala?
Just last week, you're like, oh, he's fine. Y'all just hating.
Yeah. So it's the media, American media. Like, I don't know. So they said American media or American consuming media is like almost like the least educated of like the developed worlds. And I can see why, because they pull the wool over our eyes so fast.
We're so easily tricked.
Yeah, we just go for it. I was like, these motherfuckers just lied to you last week. Like, they told us all along that Kamala Harris is in charge of the border. and then all of a sudden they're like, well, she's not the border. The borders are just this week, and that just through her. But this is not even just the same thing. The same way we used to see Trump lie seamlessly back in the days. I'm like, no one's holding him accountable, and I used to get pissed off. It's just watching the same shit on another, and I'm like, damn. When you into this shit, when you zoomed in, you really can't even see it. Like only when you zoomed out, you're like, they're lying to you. Like this is bright as day, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of crazy shit, imagine your pregnant wife filing for a divorce.
Well,
That'd be horrible.
that's kind of crazy.
Does she know she's pregnant?
If you're the dad, that's kind of crazy, right?
If you're the dad,
You know, she emotional. That's all.
Well, first of all, y'all talking about Cardi B right now. Cardi B is pregnant and she's filing for divorce from Offset. But
Offset got herself a real one. All you gotta do is she a little emotional at the moment. You just gotta come home a little bit, press a little bit much.
Again,
I think
this happened before.
Yeah, this happened before. I think
this happened before, and I remember seeing them bringing the roses on stage and everything. Yeah. And
it's happened like 2 times since then. So
this one might be a little permanent.
I can't tell you.
She ain't going nowhere. Man.
Yeah, it depends. I don't.
Nigga already put 3 babies in her.
If he's not the father of this baby, which some people are saying, this shit's done. Ain't no way.
That would be crazy. If he's not
because
the father, that's
because
crazy.
He can cheat all he wants to, but you cheat and get caught.
Yeah, but I don't think that
pregnant.
That's how it is. I don't think that's true at all.
So, we would hope so.
You know the way she be going off. She was saying, but you know, it'd be a crazy mess. But I don't see it. I don't think. I think that that's probably stay locked in.
You said
how many babies is that for her? This is her second kid, right?
This would be the third.
Third?
Yep. That's the third together. So it would be. It's been 6 years. She hasn't dropped an album.
This is dropping. Who
her
cares?
First
really?
album took 6 years.
So
because it took a long time for her to drop that album. What was it?
Mass Destruction or something?
Invasion of Privacy.
Invasion of Privacy. Yeah, it took a long time for her to drop that. And then they talking about how great of an album. I don't think that album was that great.
You was smoking dope. That album's still going. She only has one album. How you think she's still around?
Because all these singles she's been dropping every other month.
She drops a single, 1-2 singles a year. She stay on top of her game.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Meg's been dropping albums all the way through, or dropping singles or saying that ain't.
Is Meg dropping albums or singles?
Because Cardi drops maybe 1 or 2 singles a year.
So what is Meg dropping? Is Megan dropping albums?
She's releasing albums.
She's releasing albums. They're just not going. Just little small albums keep going, but every now and then want to attract or take off. So there's different ways artists saturate their market. They feed their base.
I think I tried to listen to a Megan album, and the one after she got shot, and I stopped like after the first 2 tracks.
Meg can rap her ass off. Yeah, Meg can rap her ass off. She's not.
Yeah, I know she can rap. It's just
there's
a difference between singles and albums.
Yeah. So she's like probably these new artists, but she puts enough music out that you could be able to make a good ass Meg mixtape.
Oh yeah. She definitely got bars for sure.
Or a Meg playlist.
And it's not all about just money. Well, I guess it seems you would think so. Listening to her singles, yeah, but her album, she actually got some shit to talk about.
Stuff, yeah.
She had a crazy life. She was like, wasn't like something. What happened to her mom? Didn't her mom get like
brain tumor or something like that?
Passed away when she was young or something like that?
No, her mom passed away recently. It's like been like 4 years, maybe 5 years ago.
Right before she blew up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Megan's already kind of young as it is.
Like a couple years before Tory shot her.
Yeah. Your boy Tory just dropped. He just said he found the way to finally get his recording out. So get ready for new music from him in there. He found a way to make his recording sound just fresh.
That nigga pushing P. That's what he's doing.
Whatever he's doing, we expect to get some heat from him. He's been releasing singles.
How the hell you release? He's how you in jail and you releasing the whole album. Cardi B out here free. She can't drop an album.
Some people are consistent, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people, we got to feed their base. You never know. You know, Tory coming out just this week. Joe Biden was talking about he's seen some evidence about how he feels Tory was set up. I don't know if it's going to come out of the pod, but he's like the second person who said that. I feel.
I heard somebody say that they said that the driver of the car he didn't get to. I guess the prosecution didn't want his testimony, but he coming out and saying now that the other girl, Nicole, or whatever her name is, Tory was struggling to fight to take the gun away from her. Yeah, and that's how the gun went off.
That's always been a story, but it's the most logical one. But they didn't want to hear that.
That she was fighting the gun away from her?
Yeah, because remember, the story was that she was the one dating Tory and Megan was fucking him behind her back. That was the original story of why her and that girl's no longer friends.
Mm-hmm.
So you think they found out or something happened in the car, she pulled out the gun, and then he's trying to break up the fight, take the gun away from her, shit go off.
We heard this version of the story before. Then they changed it to him saying that he was drunk and she showed out.
He said, "Dance, bitch."
Bitch. I'm like, that to me is the most.
That one was diabolic, bro.
Story.
That's a diabolic story to say.
Yeah. Super villain. I like
get the fuck Sam.
Out of here. I like, yeah.
That's some Yosemite Sam shit.
Yeah, like no, ain't no way. I'm not buying it. This shit is crazy,
but then you think about it, you be like, that nigga might be a menace for real.
Yeah, Tory. If anybody was to do something like that, Tory would be the guy.
Because that nigga looked like a menace.
If he did it, he definitely was not sober. Is all I'm saying.
You know,
there's no way
niggas with that little man syndrome.
There's no way
and alcohol.
Human beings doing that. There's no way a logical thinking human person's doing it.
He might not be. Listen, the combination of alcohol, him being a little man, and he got money. Niggas think different.
He's little, she's big. The Henny's in the system. The night's a little wavy. Shit's looking suspicious in the light. You gotta just start shooting shit. You just gotta remember we out this bitch. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
Speaking of people in jail, your boy Vibes Cartel just got freed from prison.
Is it like official, or is it just
official out?
Official
out.
What do we know from this guy, Vibes Cartel? You say he's what is he? He's a Jamaican, like a reggae artist?
He's a reggae artist, very popular in his day.
Like the biggest reggae artist.
What's his biggest song that I would know? Since he's such a
pause.
What's his song what's the song of his that I would know?
Play that pause game though.
Yeah, they got Juno right where they want him. I heard they say some niggas got infiltrated the Democratic Party, or from the Democratic Party, got some black dudes. I don't know who it was. Whoever started it, was it Mason them?
Okay.
Started what?
To get black dudes to keep thinking homosexually by starting this game in the first place.
Dame Dash said he was the one that invented the game.
Yeah, what's the name?
Who said they invented it?
Dame Dash.
Okay, well that nigga is getting paid by the Dems then.
Listen, what's name made that Lil Jamal joke? He said, Lil Jamal said, I think the pause game was meant to make niggas think gay. I wasn't thinking some gay shit. You want to put the gay shit in my head.
Yeah, I saw that interview. I was like, this just old niggas don't like niggas having fun.
That's it.
Them old niggas do not enjoy seeing the younger generations have fun.
Because y'all fun is gay fun. You ain't got no answer to that.
We just had it's not, because we just had LL Cool J complaining about the new shit. He just don't want to see some
things that's worth complaining about.
He don't want to see them girls have a good time, have fun. That's old niggas don't like new generation niggas having a good time.
You're right. You probably not there yet. You probably just 1 or 2 years away, Juno. Before you start saying them damn Gen Zers, man, I can't stand them.
Unless you're praising them, they don't want you really having fun though.
I already say that about the Gen Z. Them motherfuckers is weird, and I understand that they're gonna be weird to me because I'm a millennial.
Yeah, but the people ahead of you was Generation X. They thought you were weird. They still think you're weird.
This just happens every generation. The older generation always think the younger generation is weird.
They are weird, motherfuckers. They don't freeze.
This generation is trash. This Gen Z
they can wear sweaters. They can wear sweater in any weather. Be hot outside. Motherfuckers got on full sweaters.
But I also think there's some things from the younger generation that stick to the older generation. Just some small things.
We have some stuff that in common. What do you mean?
I don't know. Just some stuff that the new generation do that'll stick to the younger generation.
I agree, because the new generation is more of the entrepreneur that the old generation wish they were.
And there's some of people in the older generation that's starting to do that entrepreneur shit.
Yeah, the culture is starting to shift. The economy is starting to shift. So there's going to be some of that. But
even when it comes to even music, a lot of you could say a lot of dudes that were in the generation before us, they never even tried to listen to the newer music that came up. But I feel like millennials, yeah. But I feel there's a lot of millennials are listening to Gen Xers music.
I don't think so.
Nate, you just told us you love Sexy Red.
I do.
And you're a millennial. Sexy Red is Gen Z.
I'm an anomaly. Majority of my friends are not like me.
You just like the rest of everybody. Nigga, you not special.
Yeah, you're not an anomaly.
Talking about you anonymous.
I'm telling you, there's a section of millennials that enjoy Sexy Red.
Sure, but now that there's a plethora of West, I'm sure that there is definitely millennial. Yeah, I'll give you that. But that's not just Sexy Red is a superstar though. But I'm not talking about that.
She's a superstar to Gen Zers. Some millennials, but for Generation X is going to say
there's plenty of other people that are in her era that the same gen. Let's say like she's a superstar like. So of course there's going to be some bleed over where there's other eras that also hear her and like her. They don't really know nothing else. They don't listen to nothing else in that genre, but they heard of that one and like just that one. It's like a Drake effect.
How did we get to Sexy Red from talking about Vybz Kartel getting out of jail?
I ain't lying.
Talking about the realest one. Yeah, when you just talking about the realer,
Girl, you know that ass super fat.
Yeah.
I don't even know the words, but that should be vibing.
The beat on that bitch.
What song is that?
I don't even know the name of the song. Get it sexy.
Yeah.
Get it sexy. Oh, you know this man super fat. I ain't lying though.
Bar straight trash.
That Sexy Red shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bar straight trash, but that beat, the hook, fire. Like most of her music, there's a place for it.
There's a place for it. Is there a place for Ice Spice music?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That New York.
Because I listened to a track the other day, that Fisher, and then she came on. I was like, this shit is not half bad.
It ain't half bad.
Hey, listen, we need to.
That's what I'll tell y'all. Listen, some of this music, you just give it some time. It's like flavoring. This ain't that bad. This shit. That's like give these shit a little try. Give it the good one too. You're like this ain't half bad. But
yeah. Hey, listen,
like vagina after like eating vagina after the gym. Yep. A little salty, not bad.
So let's set up a That's Absurd outing, bro.
What does that mean?
Where are we going to?
Like us three, we just go out somewhere, bro. On the premise of it being a That's Absurd outing.
Would it be like a weekend?
It could just be a couple hours, bro.
He's talking about just like how we go out usually, but this time we're gonna make it be known. Hey, we're out as That's Absurd Podcast.
Yeah, bro. We should go to a titty bar.
I'm down.
I don't know if I like titty bars. I grew up going to strip clubs, so I feel cheated.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the titties or the bar. It's just the throwing the money at the titties part
I don't have a
I
problem
have a
with
problem
throwing
with.
the money at the titties. No,
That's the problem I have.
doesn't like paying
I want to
tuition.
see the titties, maybe touch, rub, whatever, but it's the money part of giving the money. Because what am I giving the money for?
For putting on a show.
I don't know. I don't know if that show be worth it. Because especially like nowadays, especially in the world we live in now, I could go to the club and see the same ass and titties being shaken.
It depends. If you haven't been to a good strip club, this depends. Some strip clubs, the lineup might be fire. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Some lineup weak.
I don't know. Strip clubs don't impress me like that.
You gotta.
And when I was in Daytona, I was going to, because I was friends with bartenders and barbacks and security. So I used to get in the strip club all the time for free, and we wasn't there to participate in the strip club activities. We was there literally just drinking after working. And the strip club and the strippers knew us, and they would come after they're done working and come drink with us at the bar. So we wasn't there to throw money at them, and they wasn't expecting us to throw money at them. I need to go back to Daytona strip club, but I don't know them no more, so that wouldn't even.
That sounds like a good life, Swerve.
It was a good life. Daytona life was a good life.
It was an easy life.
We was just young kids getting money, not worried, carefree, cheap rent, right on the beach. Had a car, didn't even need the car. Walk to work, walk to the beach. Events always happening.
Did you actually go to the beach though? See, this is what a lot of people don't use their amenities, or you a cog in the system, a non-playable.
No, I went to the beach, and I wasn't. And Daytona Beach is a tourist. Is it a tourist town?
It is a tourist town. No time.
I don't know. I don't know if it is. I think it's a tourist town seasonally, but for the most part, it's a bunch of homers that be there, like people that live there that they never left. They were born there, raised there, never left.
I feel that's how Daytona always is, right? I guess it has a season. I never went in the season, I don't think. But I've gone to regular.
Well, they have like, they have the
just like Deltona, very was identical.
They have like Bike Week, and then they have Black Bike Week, and then they have the car shows, and it's always something going on for the most part. But when there's nothing going on, that's just homeless people, crackheads,
beachside slowness.
Yeah, beachside slums.
So is that where we want to go for the outing? We want to go to Daytona?
No, we don't want to go to
slow,
Daytona.
Man. I want to do.
Yeah, Daytona is very slow. I'm not going to Jacksonville. I'm not ready to die.
I mean, we in Orlando. There's plenty of shit in Orlando.
There ain't shit in Orlando, bro. They got pastries on their titties in Orlando.
Oh, you trying to do strip club specifically?
I'm just saying that should be an option for the night. Like, we could swing by for 13, 14 minutes.
But not if they have pasties.
Not if they got pasties. We need to see the nipples.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the thing around the nipples?
The areola.
We need to see areolas.
Yeah. So they don't show no areola. It's not just nipple. You can cover up nipple, but if I see an areola, then you get in trouble, right?
Yes. In Orlando. Yes.
What's so?
What? Hold on. So you can show nipple, whatever. You can't show.
You can't show nipple or areola in Orlando. For some reason, but what is it that is it the nipple or the areola that we have to be modest about? Like, why are we hiding the nipple?
I think the nipple is the important part.
The nipple's the important part?
Yeah.
I feel like it should just be genitals. Like, you should have to cover up anything that secretes. Yeah, you're right. If it secretes any type of liquid, it needs to be covered up. Nipples, vagina, penis.
Secretes. The breast secretes stuff when they're in pregnancy.
No, once they have a kid, them nipples could leak.
But after a while they'll dry up.
What makes us attracted to the nipple? What makes us attracted to the nipple or the areola? What is it?
Because technically it was you needed a nipple to live.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then
as a child, You needed a nipple to survive.
Mm-hmm. And as an adult,
Nigga, you don't forget the shit.
You don't forget this shit. It's all the same shit. You just trying to get back to where you came from your whole life.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
does that mean?
Cycle.
So when you were a kid sucking on the nipple, when you were a kid sucking on the nipple, were you getting excited like when you're growing up? Or is that what you're reverting back to?
You ever did a little dance when your food came out? Yes or no?
We getting titties. I getting titties.
So it's the same thing because it was the food source. So exactly how you get excited as an adult when that food come out and you know the food about to be banging. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing that you would do as a child
when
on
you
a
see
titty.
that nipple, you like, hey, shit's about to go down.
Yeah.
It's about to go down right now when I see that nipple, that areola. What's the biggest areola you ever seen? Diameter.
I never measured him. I don't even look at the areolas. What the
let's
fuck?
Let's say there's quarter, there's golf ball, there's peach size, there's grapefruit size.
I done seen grapefruit.
I've seen grapefruit size. Yeah.
Them grapefruit size niggas be sleep on the grapefruit size. Them grapefruit size. That's another level right there. Would it look like would it look like a whole teacup, like a whole tea plate?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Those come with the loaders.
Yeah, you never seen. Yeah, that would be.
You
never seen like A cups with like grapefruit size areolas.
No, the areolas come with the.
That would be wild.
That's the wide load. The heavy equipment come with them.
A cups. Y'all niggas look at A cups.
Oh, you sleep on A cups.
Look at all cups, boy. We don't discriminate.
Yeah.
A cups.
Because I'm sure Shikari probably got some A cups. Glorilla probably got some A cups.
Fuck looking at them for titties.
Coy Leray probably got some A cups.
I know y'all naming a whole bunch of fucking.
Don't talk about Coy Leray like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, you talk about thin, sexy. There's some skinny, sexy women out here. You know, not all of them is gonna be bustfully.
Don't talk about Zendaya like that.
Exactly. There's some Juno out here. Zoe. You out here asleep.
I just
some
need
skinny, beautiful women out here.
Dua Lipa.
Them girls don't have nothing. They
Dua Lipa.
Just beauty. Not everything's just. Some girls. So do you have to? Some girls that have no figure. I mean, they're just not. They're just no to you.
Yeah, they're worthless.
If they don't have titties and ass, that's it. They're trash.
Some girls just get face and personality, and that'll do it.
No, I'm personality.
Face and personality.
Who needs personality? We don't even want to listen. We don't even want to hear you speak.
You don't need all that. Yeah.
Who you think? Who has the best personality? The pretty girls or the ugly girls?
The ugly girls.
Ugly girls.
When you find a pretty girl with good personality, that's a win.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Because that's rare. Because usually pretty girls don't even. They don't. It's like pretty girls are like light skinned guys. They've never had to be witty or smart or funny or have any type of good personality. Things just come to them because they're pretty.
I heard a new thing. I had a new theory that I thought they said the best girls are usually fat girls. They're humbling, they're nice. Someone told me fat girls are the worst girls because they're only humbling and nice when they're fat. Once they lose weight, they're worse than the regular. They revert to the same mean girls they saw his head up the same. So really, that's always been their identity. They're just lying.
They're just humble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're just pretending. They're just pretending right now.
Yeah, it's just like you said with Drake, right? He was just a nerdy guy, and then he got the money, and now he is this gangster guy. He is this gangster that we're thinking that it's just a portrayal, but he is that now. Once she loses that weight, she's not faking it. She is that baddie now.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't date the same people that you were. They wouldn't. Yeah, when they lose the weight, they wouldn't date the same guys that they were normally would attract.
Yeah, those same girls are the same women who would say like Lizzo's a 10, but then if you tell them that they look like Lizzo, they'll curse you out.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Speaking of weight loss, I'm down to 250.
Oh, good job, good stuff. And you ain't been. You need to move your rings back up.
250, Nate. Where you at?
I'm gonna come for you by years in.
Yeah, man. I got on the scale today. It said 250.7.
What you been doing?
I've been working.
You ain't been working out. You just been working.
Working. I just told you 12 hours a day. I only eat like once a day.
Oh, you losing weight the unhealthy way.
I don't know if it's unhealthy because nigga feel great.
I guess until you pass out.
Sustainable way.
You been getting headaches? You been getting headaches lately?
No, I don't get headaches. I don't ever think I ever had a headache.
Ever in your life?
Ever.
This nigga lying, bro. This nigga like fucking. What's the dude's name we was just talking about? Kevin Gates.
Yeah,
this nigga Kevin Gates right here.
What the fuck is a headache, bro? I never got a headache.
Yeah, never had.
Nah, you get headaches. All them damn pins you be sucking on all these damn hookah pins you be sucking on all day.
Hey, yo.
You ever had a hangover?
Yeah,
but it's not. I don't get a headache. I just have a hangover.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the symptoms of a hangover.
Yeah, your head hurting.
Well, I don't have that symptom.
Oh, you the only one.
Speaking of one, y'all heard about speaking of one, y'all heard about Carson, what's that nigga name? Tucker Carlson. He's now officially the #1 podcaster, beating the shit out of us. Pause.
Yeah, finally beat Joe Rogan. For the
we can catch up.
I don't know, bro. There ain't enough professionality
rich,
on this podcast, bro. With Nate, bro, ain't enough. We don't have enough professionalism.
Yeah, but let's say if we did have the professionalism, then what?
We could be at the top. Pause.
It sounds good. Once we automate everything, we'll see where we go from there. We just in the gym shooting, getting the shots right.
Yeah, we still in the beginning stages right now.
Yeah,
6 years in.
We're still in the gym. We didn't even make the G League yet.
We cooking the crop. Listen, you gotta cook up the product. Though. You gotta make the product.
There's niggas in the G League that's 40 years old that been playing in the G League for years, still waiting for their shot.
When they go in, they shoot the lights out that day. They make
history. There's a nigga named Ingram that played for the LA Lakers G League team. Gray hair. He came in a couple years ago, played, and this dude was hooping.
They had put him in. I thought he had bumped up to the league for a little bit.
Yeah, he was there. He was,
and then they bumped him back down, right?
They put him right back down.
The substitute teacher, the black guy.
Yeah.
He looked at older though. That's what made the story funny. His hair was fully gray. He looked like an old man, even though he wasn't really that. That's so much it is, but classic story. What y'all think of the whole Bronny thing?
A lot of people making a big deal about it, but he's a 55th pick. He plays like a 55th pick. Most 55th picks don't really have long careers in the league. I don't think Bronny's going to have a long career in the league.
Damn, you think? We know for sure he's going to be there so long as LeBron's there. We know that much.
I know to make history, because LeBron's all about setting records and making history. I know to make history, he's definitely going to play at least one game with his son, maybe get an assist from his son or to his son. But other than that, I see him going back to or maybe Bronny will probably be in the G League for the beginning of the season, and then later on, maybe like around All-Star break or something, maybe he'll come back up and play. I predict by Christmas he should be in a Laker uniform for sure.
He already got like a 4 or 5 year deal with the Lakers.
Yeah. He got a 4-year guaranteed contract. And a lot of people make a big deal about that contract, saying, why does a second round pick deserve a guaranteed 4-year contract? I'm like, you guys are complaining. Stop pocket watching, first of all.
Niggas is hating.
And niggas is hating for what dude got like 7 years for $4 million. That's a horrible contract. And he's locked into that. What if he became a great NBA player? He'd still be locked into that 4-year trash deal that he just signed.
Yeah.
He could have stayed in college and still been trash, by the way. He could have stayed in college and still made more money than what he's making
he's already
now.
rich regardless. I don't see what's the point of it.
He's not rich. His dad is rich.
His dad is rich.
So he thinks that let's lock you in on your first $1 million. He's already got that. I'm sure that these little contracts that he's endorsement deals he got through college. I don't see the benefit.
His dad this year probably took like a $10 million pay cut or $8 million pay cut from what he could have gotten, and then they gave his son $8 million 4 years. So it's really he took a pay cut to get his son on the team.
Yeah, the same $8 million costs 4 years, right? That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if it would be worth it, just like you said, because if he does break out and be good, he's still locked in. Dipped in versus the lock in. I don't know what benefit of getting the. I guess just let me get myself.
The benefit is that he doesn't want the Lakers to have control of him like that and just like, oh, you're drafted. Okay, now we don't want you no more.
Yeah,
but you know, when you're LeBron, that's what you worked for, right? You've earned that. Like most other superstars in the league.
Speaking of the LeBron and the boys, was at the Olympics. I was watching yesterday. They were against South Sudan.
South Sudan, yeah, I didn't get to see that, but the first time they played in the expedition,
them boys is a different kind of black.
Yeah, I saw the clips and I was like, it looked like a bunch. It looked like a bunch of shadows running around.
It looked like, you know how like when they play against Brooklyn, you know how they got that floor, that gray and black floor, kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I like, how is half my TV HD, the other half is not in color,
and it was just the people.
These niggas is a different kind of black.
And they had one light skinned dude. The only way I knew that it was that my TV wasn't fucked up when I saw the one light skinned dude.
Exactly. It's like,
I was like, oh shit, they're really this color.
But it's crazy that black people come in this many hues. Like, we do come in black.
Literally from
black. We literally come in word black. Yeah.
Literally from charcoal all the way to paper white.
Like, these niggas is black. Like, we thought we knew black. These niggas is black. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, if they didn't smile, you would have.
Like, you know, some people that was black in your life when you were like in high school, they used to make fun of them.
Yeah. I mean,
but these dudes here,
they were also South Sudanese. There's something like that. They were African too. You talking about like?
You remember a nigga named Dinga?
Sean Dinga. Yeah, exactly. He's African as well.
That nigga was black. These Sudan dudes is blacker than Dinga.
Yep. That's great. Yep.
Because if you're gonna be black, you gotta at least have like some type of color to your lips. These Sudanians don't even have no type of pink in their lip. Nothing. It's just straight black.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. Like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
But I've seen some models. I've seen some IG models with like that same color skin. Beautiful.
The thing I don't like those. They are plenty of models that do that beautiful. I hate using the models. They try to go for the models. Well, they'll try to do modeling because they're so used to the American side of beauty. They'll go for the complete opposite. So they'll go someone that's completely dark but short hair is that there, and they'll say, "Oh, she's beautiful." I was like, why not just get someone that's also that same color, but also have the other aesthetics that'll be. It don't have to be this super short hair or can still be beautiful.
That's the European thinking that you've been programmed with to think that long hair. Straight hair.
But then what it does is it makes it look like their standard is of beauty, and you have to be the other opposite extreme to be beautiful. So they're like, oh, this version of beauty is white version of beauty, and here's the black version of beauty. And I'm like, no, there's more likely black women in the middle that's not the strong featured opposite of the soft. That's what they're not looking for, a soft. You know how there's a soft white version. There's not a soft. There's also soft black version of that. They're like, nah, let's not go for soft. Let's go for hard, rigid face, black, short hair. And they want the opposite of everything. When it's
I don't see a problem with that. That's fine.
I see a problem
because
with
you're
that
looking
that's not
because
the
you're
same
looking
thing.
for
That's two different extremes.
because the rigid
I want
black,
the same
that's
thing
beautiful
in a
also.
different hue. It is, but then show the rigid white. There's no comparison to that. The opposite of a beautiful white is a beautiful black. It's not a hard white. It's supposed to be just the opposite. That's it. That's what I'm saying. The same but a different hue. That's all we're looking for.
You don't get to you don't get to decide if there's a beautiful rigid white, because that's not your culture. You don't get to decide that. If they
but they get to decide our culture. That's exactly. You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I see the what's the girl from not Lipa, the dark girl from the Black Panther. I see her and I'm like, oh, this girl's beautiful.
Yeah, sure, but she's not the one
that's
cheeks,
the model.
the hair.
There's plenty of the one. Yeah, that's not saying she's bad at all, but that's not the ones that. There's plenty of supermodel runway girls that look worse than her. That is runway models.
Oh, y'all talking about Lupe or what's her name?
Yeah, Lupe. Yeah. No one's saying Lupe look bad at all. That's a gift.
Yeah, but she's not a model. She's an actress.
Exactly.
I'm just saying though, the models that I see are like more like her skin type, her hair texture.
But they do not look as good as her. Nah, they may try to make. I can look up some of the models now, bro. They try to go the opposite. They're not looking for the same aesthetic, which to me wouldn't make any sense. Because
you don't find that you're looking at that. You're saying it's the opposite. You're saying it doesn't look good. It's because you've been whitewashed. That's why it doesn't look good.
Whitewash. To me, it's just like it's not. It's you're comparing apples and oranges.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't think so. It's the same way that I could look at Lizzo and say she's beautiful, and I could look at Zendaya and say she's beautiful.
Even in the African countries, they don't have that as the main one. That's just a That's a
so what's the main? So what's the main then?
That's still
what's the main? Beyonce's straight silky hair. Is that the main?
No, they have different hair textures too, but they still have. That's just a subsection. It's not just that is their only thing.
You're saying what you're saying is you don't think that these black women that they're portraying to us as supermodels are beautiful. You don't think they are.
You think they are? No, I don't think. I think that they're not. I think they're comparing apples and oranges. I think they're taking their version of what they're finding one. I think it's to placate their sign. They're showing their soft white kind versus the rigid black kind, and they're putting on the same scale to try to show like a diversity. Like, nah, it's not. You need to keep the same. You need to pair the two together.
I guess because
to make,
but our tens wouldn't be a rigid version of their 10. It would be like a maybe like a thicker version, like a Meg Thee Stallion or a, you know how you see seen those the African girls with the ass like this wide and the waist this small. That would be the opposite.
Exactly. But so you gotta compare the things gotta match, and it's always been like that. When they're doing the things unfair, it doesn't. I remember back in the days when they say like world's most beautiful woman, and it'd be like Jennifer Garner or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Keep saying, but that's just how it would be.
And if they ever had a world's most beautiful black woman, who do you think she would look like? Would she look more European or more African?
You'd have to find something that what's most likely that most men's gonna seem like, man, it's hard to say she don't look good. That's what you're gonna say. I can't think. That's what you don't have to be European African. Can we most look at? I'm like, yeah, she bad. We all agree this one bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that person exists. What's the most likely that most people are gonna say, damn, this one's hard. Then
I don't think that person exists. You can't name one person. I don't think so.
Shit, I'm just thinking right off the top of my head. Homeboy just got engaged her this past week. I remember seeing her photo just Agent Zero, man.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas?
Yes. You see this fiance?
No, I didn't see her. But whatever she looks like, I'm guarantee you can't find.
I guarantee just a couple of years ago she was under that. Just people seeing me like, oh, she's bad. And years later,
I understand what you're saying.
I see Gilbert married to her, like, oh yeah, I absolutely understand. I absolutely. It's got like one of those type of beauties. Think of Coy. What's her name? Who's popping right now? The
Spice,
Bailey.
Meg, who?
Bailey.
Chloe.
Bailey. Come on, Chloe Bailey. I'll say that. That's one.
Nah, and Chloe Bailey is not for me. Chloe Bailey is not the one. She is not it.
it's hard to say. You can't say
she's not even top. She's not even top 5. I could think 5 real quick off the top of my head that look better than Chloe Bailey.
You wilding on that. I'm not gonna entertain that.
See, that's why I'm telling you, it's so hard to pin down one person because there's things about her that I see and I'd be like, she ain't it. She ain't the one. I'm saying she looks good, but there's certain features that I'm just like, that's not for me.
Okay, let's say like the blanket one, like people just feel like Rihanna, which we know that everything's been placated up to Rihanna. So let's say everyone's gonna go Rihanna. Bam.
Yeah, and even then, I'm gonna tell you, there's men in the world who's gonna say, "Oh, Rihanna ain't it," just the fact that she's black. I don't do black women, or she smokes. Boom, I don't do women who smoke.
Being extra. We're talking about if you're not being extra. We're talking about the majority rules. We're gonna say, but there's gonna be something that there's certain aesthetics that people gonna see that they all like.
That person who thought Jennifer Gardner was the most beautiful woman, she's not. Rihanna's not in his top 10. Or her top 10, whoever it is.
I'm sure by now it is, because those people, if they're gonna think it's just Jennifer Gardner, it just depends.
No, them people.
Hollywood set their standards for what they kind of have their worldview of what everyone has what's in their bubble, pretty much.
I feel like people really be locked into their types, or maybe not. I don't know. I feel like my types change over time for sure. You're right.
Types change over time, but there's still there's even with like there's still like a subset that people like even kind of consider like a standard and how it goes.
That's the word I can't go. Standard. I can't go for that.
You can't go for that?
I can't go for that. I can't go for that because there's people that I see that I know they're not standard, but I look at it and I'm like, man, this girl right here is beautiful, right?
Yeah, because you're looking at other stuff. You might know her.
Nah, I'm talking about strangers in the streets. Just like people might look at Lizzo and say, "Man, this girl's beautiful," and you might look at Lizzo. I don't know why I keep going back to Lizzo. It's really because I think Lizzo looks good.
Or you just can't stand her, and she's the person maybe she's your punching bag.
Maybe Lizzo and Zendaya. That's my top 2 right there.
He's being fat phobic. Khalees.
Baddie.
Now tell me that one.
She's a baddie for her age, for sure.
Definitely.
Not just a baddie. Baddie for her age.
That's like Tracy Ellis Ross.
Baddie for her age. Bernice Burgos, baddie for her age. Oh, yeah. No, Bernice Burgos just baddie all around.
Baddie all around, man. Oh, here's the one that's going to be the one ever around. The fucking NBA analyst. Rook.
Oh, no, she's also one of the ones that people be like, I like Malika Andrews over Rook.
Okay, either one of them two. The two line up. Those are tough. Those tough acts to follow right there. Shit, fucking what's name? The WNBA right now.
Don't say Caitlin Clark. There's a dude at my job that be saying Caitlin Clark's baddie. I'm like, stop it. Caitlin Clark look like her daddy.
Yeah, exactly. I think wow.
Caitlin Clark look just like her daddy. Stop
Caitlin,
it.
But her rival.
Angel Reese.
Yeah, Reese. Yeah.
Them eyes be too. Them eyes. She look like she's recovering. She look like she's recovering from Down syndrome.
Well, Ice Spice, and she still go.
Ice Spice the same too. She's recovering from Down syndrome also.
She got a little syndrome in it.
She's a little syndrome.
Yeah, it's a little syndrome.
It's fine though. If she's down, I'm down.
Yeah, exactly. Classic. So that's another one. They gotta have the dichotomy. I guess it's just a difference. It's not but I still think there's a standard where people can think like there's a median. That nigga Juno knocked out, bro.
Yeah, very unprofessional. You see how you always be talking about you being unprofessional? This nigga over here. If y'all been hearing me and Nate talk for the last however many minutes, it's because this nigga Juno over here knocked out, mouth open.
Yeah, bro. Pause. Unpause. Mouth open.
Pause.
Not waiting to drop pause.
Somebody need to drop a sausage in his mouth. A sausage in his mouth right now. Crazy.
Glizzy, yeah.
How are we gonna sign out?
You'd have to call him.
We're talking. He has the headphones on right now, and he's not listening to us. What's calling him gonna do?
Niggas having glizzy dreams.
Nigga slobbing right now. Slobbing for that. Slobbing for the glizzy.
Corn dogging. Classic.
We didn't even talk about what else we got to talk about. I don't even want to talk about the Ice Cube. Added 2 more teams to the Big Three. Nobody's worried about that.
Yeah, you don't support Big Three anyways.
If they had a team in Tampa, I would definitely support. I don't even know. I guess the 2 teams that they added was Houston and Detroit.
What do you do on their weekends? You just be at the house chilling?
No, we got my wife makes a little board every month, and we usually set stuff to do like winery, or we'll have like a pool day or a beach day or a skate day, bowling day, stuff like that, just throughout the month, throughout each month.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
We'll have a week where we might go to Palm Beach. Like I said, we're supposed to be going to New Orleans in September. I think we got I'm pretty sure earlier in the year, she told me she got tickets to a Usher concert in October we're supposed to be going to, but that was a while ago. I'm pretty sure we got those tickets.
So what are you gonna do when my dog Usher does his routine? You know, he goes around the stage.
Oh, you talking about for the front row people? We don't have those ton of tickets. So if she was hoping that this, like, if she was hoping she was gonna get those go to the concert for that moment, that moment's probably not gonna come.
Have you seen the tickets? You know, because you say you guys.
I mean, it might happen.
Maybe she bought them early to get that front row. Next,
that's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not one of those guys. It's just there's levels, right? So there's levels of respect. And if there's a level of disrespect she's willing to give me, then she's got to be willing to take those the repercussions. Some women, which is crazy though, some women don't really find any fault in the disrespect that they're doing to their men while they're doing it, and then even afterwards, they don't even see it as disrespectful.
Yeah,
that nigga tripping. All I was doing was giving him I was doing was rubbing on his balls through his pants. He was wearing jeans.
He had his boxers on. 2
layers of clothes. And you tripping about that? That's crazy.
Light work.
Yeah, whatever.
The good old fashioned cloth tuck job.
Yeah, the good old cloth tuck job. Can't blame me for a.
Either way, you got to be on the lookout because an Usher concert, a Chris Brown photo, you know what I'm saying? And she's, then you tell me you maybe next year, let's go to a Chris Brown meet and greet.
Well, my wife knows me, and
you wouldn't go for Chris
even if I wouldn't even have to tell her or not tell her. She knows what I like, what I don't like.
So are you saying
she would know? She would know I would not approve of something like that. So if she did do it, it wouldn't be because she thought it was okay. It would literally just because she was like, fuck that nigga Swerve.
It would have to be, right?
That would have to be it. That's the only way. Because you didn't think that this was okay. Because you know me, I wouldn't agree to this. Yeah, so the only way you could be going through with this is because if you thought to yourself, fuck that nigga Swerve.
Yeah, you added me. We enemies now.
That's it.
Ain't no way.
Because ain't no way. Ain't no way you know me for all these years and you thought I would be cool with this. Yeah, ain't no way.
Like, you really decided I ain't fucking with him, the boy. So
yeah.
We cool.
So then when the repercussions happen, ain't no tears, no, I didn't mean it. Nah.
Yeah, because you decided. Classic.
Besides the game.
We had, what was the other one? Fuck, you made me lose my train of thought. You know what's crazy about the Vibes Cartel being out? Everyone's championing and loving it, because he's one of the biggest reggae artists is out.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that he was in jail for like a murder for like 8 years now. You know what I'm saying? It was like from kind of like some guy he thought was stealing from him, and he went sending like another guy to go pick up the guy, and the other dude that was stealing from him, they never heard from him again, basically. And they kind of caught him years later, or basically they kind of like through text message, basically, like, hey, what's the name? Don't worry about it. They're never going to find him again. Another text message saying, oh, he's all over this spot, whatever it is. They either never found the guys or never found his remains. But either way, he kind of got convicted to kind of like
So he kind of told on himself, but they still never found a body.
Exactly, yeah. So that's why I kind of took all these years down there. But nonetheless, there's a person out here.
But whatever they said he did do it.
Exactly. So, but that just kind of show you how the power of celebrity goes. This nigga just kept dropping heat the whole time he was in jail, and he's been as the guy like this nigga got on a full on like skin bleaching. You know how that's a thing in the Caribbean? Yeah. Like he's like the key guy that made bleaching popular. But he's like full on gangster shit like that. So what are you gonna tell him? You know, it's like
I did see like because I don't know what he looked like before. Before he went to jail, was he bleached?
Yeah, he started to bleach before he went to jail, like a little bit, like a year, 2 years before that. But you'll see photos. His career is so long. You'll see photos of him when he also wasn't bleached, so when he was dark as well.
Okay, he's like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, before he became a thing. But he got bangers, dog. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know none of the songs. I feel like I've heard like that tag Vibes Cartel, or I've seen like
a couple of. You definitely heard Fever. Let me see what is he got, man. So he definitely got. Let me see what his playlist that I definitely know that he got. But either way, you know that just kind of shows you sometimes when a person's that popular, you know, you're the fan base could give a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, people could give it. People give it that. Some people.
We didn't talk about fucking that girl that got shot, 36-year-old Sonia Massey.
Oh,
you seen the clip of that?
I did see the clip of that, and you know, at first I was like, they you know, motherfuckers is evil, man. The lady like told the cop, "I rebuke you in the name," and he just shot. He domed ass. And he shot her ass.
He said, put it down. First of all, when he heard that, he got really mad.
He got mad. Right?
Like he was kind of calm talking with the girl. It was two of them in there. He was kind of calm talking to him. The one cop kind of stepped back when she was in the kitchen with the water. But then the cop that ended up shooting her, when he heard her say, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," that's when he kind of got ticked off and was like, "Bitch, you better not. I'll blow your fucking I'll blow your brains out right here."
And he just popped in it. And I was like, damn, people like saying it's also like it might have been, like I said, I can't say it was an accident. He meant to kill her, but he gave the reason.
He's not if you're looking for him to get.
But once I seen the other cops angle, and you seen her shack, you seen the other angle when the water went to go up, like she was about to throw the water.
Yeah. If you're looking for a conviction, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. I was like, so y'all saying they're out here just killing us? Like, nah, she gave them the go ahead. Listen, it's not saying that it's right.
Yeah,
it's definitely not right. These motherfuckers is looking for a reason to kill you. Don't give them a reason to kill you.
Don't give them a reason. And
don't give them a reason. Don't invite them in your house. Don't threaten them. You gotta have respect for power. When you're not in a position of power, you bow down to power and get to your position. They have you in the position right. Your guns are drawn. Then you do what they say. Afterwards, you get your repercussion. But this, you know,
people are looking for more restraint from the police because I'm sure there was that situation could have ended without anybody dying. Maybe somebody could have gotten hurt, but without dying, definitely.
You pouring hot water, and I have a gun on my hand. Why should I have to wait the hot water to touch me? That's how.
I understand. I understand. You shouldn't have to.
In the arm. You could have threatened her. You could have de-escalated the situation.
You could have pepper sprayed her.
You ain't got a domer. That's one shooter in the head, and then don't even bother. Your partner's calling. What's name? Your partner's about to go. No, it's a fatal shot.
No, don't worry about it. It's a headshot.
It's a headshot. You just these motherfuckers. Listen, man. Really, I do feel like cops. You know that there's got to be a bar to make the police to get in the police department because really, people that decide to be cops are really former police officers. Kids of police officers, family thing, or it's people that after a while be like, I ain't got nothing to do. I think I'm going to be police
ex-military sometimes.
It's ex-military, but a lot of some people are just like, I think there's really no bar to really be in it. You know,
you're right. Because I know people who were literally truck drivers where I worked at, and then now they're about to be sheriffs.
Yeah,
I'm leaving to become a sheriff.
Yeah, and it's just a simple. There's a very low barrier to entry, and you do need to maybe make the pay higher so you can have more people applying to it, so you have more candidates, because it's a job that most people don't want to do. You're paying great, and it's a job that some people are like, I'm not gonna do, but it's not a bad job if you don't mind. Like, what's the downside to it? Every now and then,
the downside is you might not come home alive.
Yeah, because you and people shit. But if half the time you got the force with you, got the biggest gang in the world with you, if you're a badass and you're willing to rock some shit, the world's for you taking if you're a cop. You getting free shit half the time. Motherfuckers shoot you any kind of way. You just really just slam your authority around. If you really ain't scared of motherfuckers, you're really gonna get in the mix.
What the paycheck look like?
Cops are making about $70,000 a year, some $90,000. Once you add benefits, it's a job you do a quick 15, 20 years and you get paid the rest of your life. They have one of the quickest turnaround. Firefighters is the only fast one. Firefighters, I think it's 20 years and you get full pension. So you get in at 18, these niggas retire by 40, get a set pension rest life. If you work another job elsewhere, they get 2 paychecks. These niggas clearing a good 150, 200,000 the rest of their life. One of the best careers you can get. Cops is the second one. Like, you know what I'm saying? After that, you get your pension. I think it takes 30 years or 25 years. Like, I want to cop, but firefighters, I believe, is 20 only. But you know, it's a.
I used to want to be a firefighter.
That shit's hard to get in. I mean, it's a lot of jump to get in. It's not a favoritism.
It's too late now. I can't get in. I can't get in there now. It's too late, right?
No, why is it too late? You get in shape. You go to the school. You could. If you get in, you can still be it. It's a lot of schooling shit like that. Firefighters are almost like nurses, though. These motherfuckers got to do a lot of medical shit like that. But once you do all that, it could be done. It's not like, yeah, if you think just going in there fighting fire.
Nigga said school shit, and I'm like, I want to go out there, do some push-ups, roll up some holes, you know, spray some water.
Fires. Yeah, I don't need that.
Go down that ladder. Slide down that ladder on a pole.
Think, right? No, I think that makes sense that they'd have two divisions, like a tactical side and then like the medical side. The medical side, but apparently all of them got to be able to cut that area, make a trach. That's why y'all can't save all the motherfuckers. Y'all doing too much shit. Y'all need to have two teams.
Because I might be the tactical guy, but
you
then
need more tactical guys.
You called me to a scene where I need to be a medical guy, but I wasn't too good on the medical half.
Exactly. I feel like you need more tactical guys and a couple medical guys. That's why they bring the fire truck and the ambulance. You don't bring 3 ambulances
because you never know.
Truck. Yeah, you bring one ambulance and you bring the whole fleet of fire truck.
I told you when I was younger, my sister called the ambulance.
For what?
Called 911, and I guess she got scared when they started talking to her and told them that I was having a heart attack or something, and I was like overweight. They came with like a big ass flatbed truck. I guess they thought I was like one of them 600-pound dudes.
You're there. You're close.
No, I wasn't close.
But definitely not as a kid. Yeah, but that was wild though. But what happened?
It was just me, my little sister, and I think my uncle was there at the house, and I don't think he even spoke English at the time. So he's over there trying to explain to the EMTs that it was an accident, and then my sister started.
A heart attack?
No, I wasn't having nothing. She lied. She just called 911, and then she just made up a story when they got there.
Fucking kids,
Oh, lying ass. I'm ready to sign out. We gotta wake this nigga Juno up.
Yeah, I think that's sign out. What's your recommendations?
Recommendation? Do I have a recommendation? Oh, my recommendation is The Last Avatar, The Last Airbender. I finished watching the old season because I watched the series on Netflix, the new live action. Then I went back and watched the show, and then now I'm watching
one of the best shows ever.
If Avatar is, if all animes were like Avatar, then I would watch anime more.
I can't say
I can't get into.
There's plenty like that, but
I didn't even realize Avatar was anime. But then when I found that it was anime, I'm like, shit, this is anime. Shit, maybe I need to try some more anime out.
So you watched the whole story, you read all the 4 books.
No, books. What are you talking about? Books? I don't read.
The books. The books are called Chapter: Earth, Wind, Fire.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I seen all of Aang's shit, and then now I'm watching Korra.
Oh, you in for a good one. It's
The core is
completely
good.
opposite. Once you fall in love with Aang, you might gonna hate Korra because there's so much completely different characters, like different personality types. But it's
She's
really
more.
well written.
She's like the firefighter we were just talking about. She's more on the badass
She's more
side.
rigid.
He was
She's
more
more
on the
rigid.
spiritual side.
Yeah, because he's a monk. You come from
Yeah.
that side. You come from so. But once you fall in love growing up watching, and people that think like judos, nigga like that, the uncultured motherfuckers that don't know about anime, y'all don't know y'all sleeping on. That's why I like there's a whole group of black folks now that grew up that knew about that. It's like once you're in this world, you're like the live action shit.
But that world is still a very. That world is a minority. The people in
It
that
is a
world are
minority, but
minorities.
it's way better than the live action shit. Because the live action shit, you can only do but so much. You can act it out, and sometimes there's not the budget for it. There's bad acting. It's not believable. When you're drawing some shit, sky's the limit. You can make some dope ass stories, fire ass stories. That anime world is it's just dope.
People, but the real culture doesn't respect. Like when we talk about the culture, anime is not part of the culture.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's gonna take a long for it to be part of the culture. Means the majority of people. Like I could say hip hop is culture. I could say Jordan's.
Anime is now the next comes because what's the biggest movies? You can't say it's not the biggest movies the last few years. The last 10 years, 20 years has all been Marvel, not action movies, superhero movies.
Yeah,
this is
superhero movies.
Where it comes from. Superhero anime, live action. So it's been this This is our generation. Our generation of kids are now almost like the buying class. It's kind of like you're watching. We're now the adults, so all the stuff that are going to start being catered to us, the stuff we grew up watching, those are the stuff you're going to see them going to be running back. They're going to keep selling. Before that, we're watching what the generation before us was buying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I can see Marvel. Oh yeah, I could see Marvel, DC, those things, superheroes, people wanting to watch that, but then people watch it's just the animating part. I can't see people going to the movie. I can't see people going to the movie theaters to watch this animation.
People used to go to anime. Anime started first and they did live action, but anime is still its own little self-contained thing. Yeah, people may not go to you gotta be a badass. The anime level gotta be Spider-Man 2, the anime Spider-Man. You watch that one. That's people go to.
Oh, that's anime. If that's considered anime, yeah, that's fire.
I feel like that's American anime. You know what I'm saying? American.
Yeah, that's not the anime. I'm talking about the people. When people tell me, "Oh man, you gotta check out this anime," this is gonna make you love anime. But then they send me to it, and I go to it, and it's like, I gotta read. I gotta read. If I gotta read for the whole thing, this shit's not gonna catch me.
That's exactly. I hate when motherfuckers send you subs. That's when you got to be fully into it. That's not for beginners though. You got to be into the anime before you enter. I think
it was one of my nephews that told me to go check this show out, and I started watching the shit, and the shit has fucking subtitles. I'm like, so for me, I can't sit down and just be on my phone scrolling and have this in the background and still be able to pay attention like I do with Avatar. I gotta read.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that they don't. It's crazy that they don't even have technology now. That don't have like auto sub. That when a thing's on sub, you should be able to just sub it, and then your TV should be able to AI put a voice prompt over it and read it, play it out loud for you. They should already become encoded with the voices of how you want the person to even sound like. In fact,
no, they can't even get Siri or Alexa to sound like a regular person.
How? They already got that. You already know you can pay extra to have Siri sound like Snoop Dogg and all this other stuff. They used to have like upgrades you can pay.
I know, but I'm saying, but it still sounds robotic is what I mean. It doesn't sound
now more crisp. Than ever. Nowadays, more than ever, they're gonna be able to make it sound crisp. Especially with AI. You've seen these people be doing this stuff online, the voiceover sounding like Elon and anything else.
Yeah, and even those I can
just woke up.
Hey, what up? Hey.
You all in that nigga brain, man.
Hey.
Pause.
That's crazy. So what happens if he don't wake up to sign us off? That means everything that we're recording right now is going to be gone with the wind. Because if we shut down without him stopping the recording, that means all of this was just for nothing.
Let me see. Hold on. This way, y'all niggas ain't professional.
That nigga went to sleep during the pod. Then the same nigga that's
who went to sleep, nigga?
look at this.
You been here the whole time. You don't tell him you been here the
Who
whole
went
time.
to sleep, nigga?
What's wrong with him?
This nigga talking about how long you been asleep, Juno? You don't even know how long you been asleep.
Nigga, yeah. I'm not asleep. I'm widely awake.
Widely awake. we waiting on you to sign us out.
You didn't give us your recommendation.
Yeah, give us your recommendation and then sign us out.
Did you give us your recommendation, Swerve?
Yeah, Avatar. Go watch some anime.
Yeah.
Go give me some anime without no words on it.
Mine's is Bad Education. I watched that on HBO this past week. Bad Education. It's about
That's old or new?
like it's like maybe 2 years old, about a school superintendent that was stealing money from the school in New York or New Jersey, some shit like that.
True story?
True story. Fucking, it's pretty dope. Go ahead, Juno.
Yeah, so my recommendation for this week, right? I've been on my hygiene shit, right? So I would say
recommending showers this week.
That nigga been taking showers. Okay, I see you.
The men's team from USA versus whoever. I think America got it.
What does that have to do with hygiene?
Cause you're talking about hygiene, like deodorants and different shit like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a good sign off.
That nigga don't want to wear deodorant, Nate.
Bro, I don't know. Please, I see. It sounds like this. I need somebody to call in, hit the button, and leave us a voicemail because they got to tell me what the hell is Juno talking about right now. If they understand what Juno's talking about right now. This nigga started talking about hygiene. Then he started talking about U.S. basketball. He said IG. You know the next. What was this nigga dreaming about? What were you dreaming about for the last 15, 20 minutes?
Fucking dying.
Hey, bro, the shit looked good. So I was ready to go.
Was dreaming, he's still dreaming about glizzies. Yeah. Sign us out. We ready.
That's crazy. Still dreaming about glizzies is crazy.
Go back and listen to the end of the pod after you finish recording. So you can see how long you was knocked out.
Sign us up, man.
I've been listening to everything, so I don't think I haven't been knocked out.
Oh, so you knew it was talking about you looking like you got a glizzy hanging out your mouth, slobbing.
Yes. Pause.
Oh, you were cool with that. All right. It's your world, Playboy.
We're in a liberal country, bro.
Yeah.
They lucky I'm paying for this shit.
What, the country?
Yeah, the country's lucky I'm even paying for this shit. I could take this shit.
Yeah, they taking all your money, sending that shit to Ukraine.
I just seen one that they asking Joe Biden. They're asking Joe Biden about I guess Trump was saying about the hostages, how he could have got them back without any collateral or some bullshit, and Joe was like, "Why he ain't doing when he was president?"
Niggas always want to push shit on me. Niggas always trying to push shit on me.
Like,
why you ain't do it? Why you ain't do it, nigga?
Someone put in the comments, in 3 months, Joe, I really sure he don't give a fuck. He's that Sleepy Joe before. Now y'all told me about to sit down. He really about to show his ass.
Now he about to be all on Twitter.
Yeah, he talking spicy. That's what we've been waiting for, Joe. Shit show Joe.
That's what we need, a spicy Joe account after Trump takes office. So every time he do some shit, Joe just come right on his ass.
Exactly. Joe like that.
Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me. My POTUS would never.
Joe had one hell of a career, though. Once you end up as president, regardless, you end up having a hell of a career. But one time for Joe Biden, though. American legend. Sent niggas to jail, sent niggas out of jail, became niggas presidents. The oldest president living, retiring, right off to the sunset.
We need to go back to having young presidents again. Like 30, 36, 38.
Obama was our youngest one we've ever had, and after that we went to the oldest one. That's what's crazy. That's
how old was Obama? 30.
He was 40 something, I believe, in his president.
He was 40 and he was still, and that was the youngest? No, JFK was younger than that.
Let me see. Obama was 40. Hold on. The youngest person to become president in the United States was 42. Hold on. Oh, Obama was 47 when he became president.
47.
And
Oh,
they're calling him too young. Remember?
yeah, too young.
Crazy. This shit is crazy.
It don't matter. Whatever he was, he's gonna be too something. Either he's gonna be too young or too black or not American enough. Something.
Either way, I don't know. I think 50 might be a good age. 50, 55-year-old is a good age to be.
Yeah, 50 is not bad. 50 is you've lived long enough to go through some shit,
exactly,
and you're not just trying to just go with the new thinking, the new way.
So yeah, when you being about 40 might be a little too young. You know, you might not be seasoned enough. 40 is decent. It's a good. I'd say 45 is a decent age.
How old is DOC?
Which one?
AOC.
AOC. Oh, she's young. She's probably AOC. I'd be surprised she's even 40 years old. She's not even probably like 36.
Yeah. I like her.
36.
She be talking reckless, but I like her though.
She's 34 years old. Young buck,
I can see her running for president.
Yeah, they all start out that way. She gonna be in office for a long time. She gonna be as old as McCain and Pelosi when she got out. Just as rich. They always start out the fire in their belly, dog. That's what keeps them cooking, dog. We keep reelecting.
Well, but at least now I'm young enough to see the fire from the beginning all the way to the end. Because Nancy Pelosi, I don't know shit about her except for
we didn't get
her last 10, 15 years.
Yeah, we didn't see.
I didn't get to see this
first 20. Yeah, so yeah, now it's good to see her from the beginning. So,
AOC, I've seen her getting in people's ass since the beginning. So now I want to see when it falls off, when she starts leaning right. When does that happen?
Does it happen with us? Because you got to watch politics as well. Because you don't start out Democratic. You start out Democratic, then turn conservative.
That's what she is now. And that's what she is now.
Democrat now. So over time, we're gonna see if she churns because she's young. That's how people. That's how people transition.
So she's gonna turn conservative. She's gonna start leaning right.
Does your party also? Your party must probably go with your people too. So as her base ages, she'll age with them.
Yeah. So
but she'll always represent her base, in a sense.
Does that mean she'll have to go to a new party, or was her base switch over parties? Because plenty of Democrats switch parties.
Sometimes they'll switch parties, or sometimes the party just adopt new. As we can see before, remember Democrats used to be the anti-war party. Now they're the pro-war party, and the Republicans are the anti-war party. My whole life, Democrats has been the anti-war party.
Yeah.
So they can start switching stances in real time without switching parties. I've never seen them switch parties. We've only heard about it that one time growing up, but maybe they don't switch parties anymore. Maybe they just switch ideologies over time. So, because now Republicans are going to be the ones that are pro-life. I mean, they're already pro-life. They don't want abortions, everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to start seeing as Democrats, as the country going to be more and more Democrat, as it becomes more, they're bringing in more Hispanics. So, we'll see how it goes. It can break either way. As it becomes more Hispanic, a lot of the old countries are very conservative. So,
yeah, for sure.
It just depends on the policy. Conservative folks definitely like to close the border behind them, so. Either way, we signed out, man. We're going a whole nother tangent.
We already did. Juno went to sleep again. Juno, wake up. I think sleeping again. See, when he woke up the first time, you kept on talking, and he just fell asleep again. Didn't even sign us out. Now he's gonna wake up talking about some. Yeah, I was awake the whole time, dreaming about Grizzlies.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Just keep talking. He's gonna come right into it. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
As we go through
and
then what happened?
I'm just trying to see if he's gonna actually wake his head up or move his head up.
It should go through if he is vibrating. I imagine. Let me see. We're calling the speaker. It's ringing right now, so I should imagine it go through. In 3, 2, 1. Let's see if the miracle of technology saves the center of this pod.
Miracle of technology. Damn, cuz. I wonder how long we've been recording right now. Because people's gonna look at this and they're gonna turn on see the podcast in the morning and be like, damn, 4 hours. What are these niggas talking about for 4 hours?
Judo, you ready to sign us out?
Nah, nigga, I thought we
Y'all know
was popping.
Yeah, we was popping. Now we're done. What's your recommendation?
This week my recommendation is Steppy Hygiene back to Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works got an amazing men's section. Shit be popping, nigga. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Is Bath and Body Works men's collection. Everything they sell is fire, bro.
Bed Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
All right.
See, he did come back too. How he got the back end of that. All right, sign us out.
Hey, yo.
I mean, we done.
That's crazy. But folks, y'all already know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Podcast on Twitter, and you can always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com. And you know the voice line is always open. You don't even have to call nowhere. You just gotta look through the show notes, hit leave message here, and you'll leave a voice note. You heard me?
That's it.
Yeah. Leave that voice note and let us know how you don't like Juno's unprofessionalism today.
Today was crazy. I haven't had the weed pen in a minute, but today I decided let me go ahead and hit the weed pen. That shit knocked me out. Crazy.
Yeah, that weed pen. You got to stay away from that damn vape shit you be doing. The weed pen is where it's at.
Vape is the same shit.
No, it ain't.
I want to
THC. One got THC, the other one don't. Don't get sidetracked now because we got to sign off.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to go see, get us off the air now.
Nigga, I done did the outro. Y'all niggas still here talking about the outro?